Welcome to the African Podcast, your go-to destination for infotainment, trending updates, and thought-provoking social commentary. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, hit that thumbs up button, and get ready to join the conversation.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is African Podcast. My name is Benuril, and this is the day the Lord has made. This is January 20th, 2025. A lot is happening today, and there is so much to cover, but I'll do as much as possible to limit this broadcast to couple of topics that we can manage. So if you are joining me, please hit the like button. Don't be a stranger. Welcome to African Podcast. My name is Benuril once again, and we do this because we love Africa and we want Africa to be a better place. So if you are one of those who are patriotic, you love Africa, please join us as we cover some of the issues that requires our attention. All right. This episode is packed full with so many events. But let me do what I do best, how I like to present what we are dealing with. So first, let me introduce to you the main thing we are covering on this episode. You know, we have a couple of segments here. We have this segment we called the Den of Thieves. And in the Den of Thieves, we simply look at people, especially Africans and Nigerians in particular, those who are trying to take advantage of other people, and either they scam them, they oppress them, or they intimidate them. And we also have a segment we tag Nigerian-Diaspora. That's where we look at those who are unlifing innocent people in Nigeria. Now, when you put these two aside, we have another segment that actually defines what we do right here on African Podcast, and that is Trending with Benuril. How many of you remember that segment? Although I don't get to show the banner too often, but this is what we do over here. We simply look at trending issues and we try to extract some lessons from them. So this particular topic today, I believe a lot of people will learn from it because it has to do with foreign investment in Africa. And in this case, foreign investment in Nigeria in particular. So there is this video that was making the rounds on social media, and the first time I actually saw the video, one of our lovely sister here, Sister Rose, shared that video in our backstage, and I watched it and I'm like, what's going on? Then when I listened, I realized that there is this massive land grabbing situation going on in Lagos State, Nigeria. And those involved in this drama are actually Nigerians in diaspora. those who actually listen to the campaign about investing in Nigeria, oh, we need foreign direct investment. We want people to come back to Nigeria to invest, blah, 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 blah. And, excuse me, they hit the call, they went all the way to Nigeria and they bought some lands with the intention of developing those lands in order for the lands to bring back economic activity to Nigeria economy. Now, what is strange, however, was that according to their claim, those lands which they spent about $250 million acquiring are now being taken over by the federal government. Why? If you remember when President Tinubu started his administration last year, or was it last year? No, he started 2023. Oh, wow. Time flies so fast, man. So in 2023, one of the developmental stride President Tinubu made was the move to start the construction of the Lagos Coastal Highway. You know, they intended to construct that highway all the way from Lagos to Calabar, and it's a highway. It's gonna consume a massive land space. So these folks claim that land is now being taken over by the government, and according to all the documents they have, the land was never on that road space. It was never in any way close to the road that were being constructed. So what I found out was that along the line, the Minister Umadi, and his team members, they now redirected the coastal highway to pass through their land. And that is why they are now crying out for help. So we're going to look into that matter in this broadcast. And if you want to contribute, please don't be a stranger. You can enter the studio, or you can just type whatever you think should be done in the chat, okay? But like I said, we have a massive show for you guys today. And let me quickly inform you guys of what we got going right here in the state, okay? So today is actually a very big day in United States. For those who don't know, the United States is actually marking the black hero, Martin Luther King Jr. You know, I don't know if you guys remember him. Of course you must. This is the man who brought about revolution in America without one single gunshot. So we're going to talk about our black hero, Martin Luther King Jr. in the first segment of today's show. And give me a moment. I'll be right back, guys.
Welcome to the African Podcast, your go-to destination for infotainment, trending updates, and thought-provoking social commentary. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, hit that thumbs up button, and get ready to join the conversation.
Yeah, you're welcome back, guys. So if you remember Martin Luther King Jr., and you appreciate what he represents to the black race, please put a 1 in the chat. Please drop a 1 in the chat. If you know who Martin Luther King Jr. was and why it's important to the black race to celebrate him. I'm using the black race because I don't want to say why it's so important that black Americans should celebrate him. This is not just about black Americans, because I can recall how many times I've been reminded on this social media street that I wouldn't have been in America if it is not for the black heroes who have fought for the country. That is why you are here in America. And to be honest, I appreciate that, because that reminder is necessary. Sometimes people get offended when they hear the Black American folks talk or make reference to that particular line, that if not for the sacrifices of the forefathers, that we Africans, we wouldn't be here in America. And whatever we are enjoying now, whatever benefit we are getting, whatever money we're making, it's because the forefathers who came to America in a ship, chained, suffered, labored, and according to what we get to know, just the way Black Americans will put it, these forefathers are the one who built America. And you can't doubt that. I can't doubt it. Nobody can doubt that. Black Americans built America. But of all the heroes that fought for freedom of the Black American race, Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. stands out. And that is why every year the American government make it a compulsory holiday for people to celebrate one of the great heroes of the Black American race. So if you know Reverend Martin Luther King, there is this particular quote that everybody, every Black fellow, whether you are African, you are from the Caribbean, wherever you're from, you must read this quote, cram it, repeat it, tell your kids about this quote, because it means a lot. And the popular saying goes, Martin Luther King Jr. says, when he was fighting for the freedom of Black Americans, he said, I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creeds. We hold this truth to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. That last line is key, y'all. All men are created equal. And this particular quote, I'm using it as a reminder that we Black race, we have to do better. There is too many divisions among us. We have too much hatred going on among us. We don't need it. Frankly speaking, we don't need it. And I think Martin Luther King Jr. saw the future when he said, we hold this truth to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. And he also have a very popular quote where he said, I have a dream that one day my children will be judged by the contents of their character and not the color of their skin. Yes, that is how we got to where we are in America now. Even though we still have racism and all those crap going on, but we can all agree that to a larger extent, Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream has come to pass. Even though people are still being feared unjustly, even though justices are still being denied one way or the other, but the fact that right now in America, both the Black and white can live and work together proves that Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream has come to pass. We just have to do better on the other part of that quote, where he says that he believes one day his children will be judged by the character, the content of their character, and not by the color of their skin. Now, this holds truth, and not just in America, but even way back in Africa and in my country, my beloved country, Nigeria in particular. In Nigeria, people are still being judged by their race, ethnicity, religion, and affiliations. We have to do better. All right. Okay, I see you, Sister Rose. Sister Rose said there is more to the story, but you respect what I'm trying to do. Of course, Sister Rose, there's always going to be more to the story. But based on my own belief and my philosophy and how I see life, I like to stick to what I think speaks to me and I think people can benefit from. There are so many aspects to the story, there are so many things that have been said, but let us focus on the messenger. Martin Luther King Jr. apparently sacrificed himself so we can live together as one race, so we can live together as brothers and sisters. And now, having spoke about the quote of Martin Luther King Jr., let me go ahead and show to you guys some other quote that I believe as parents we are supposed to teach our children, and also as adults, let us revisit some of these quotes by Martin Luther King Jr. All right, I'll take you through a couple of them real quick. Here is one. Please, if you don't like this show, you are not doing us a favor. Right now, the YouTube algorithm is messed up. And I think it's because of this TikTok thing going on. They are probably updating their algorithm. So we are not getting a lot of views now. It's not just this channel, it's across the board. Everybody, every content creator, except for those who have massive followers, they are all crying right now that there's no view, there's no view. But I've been in this feed for a while, so I know what's up. It's the algorithm, and very soon they will fix it and views will come. But for you to help us on this channel, please give us like, and if you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to the channel and contribute to what we are doing here. So let's go back to what Martin Luther King Jr. quote means to us as black race. Here, this quote by him said, "Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase." Hallelujah. I love this one, yo. I love this one. As somebody who believes so much in faith and who believes in the power of God, I take steps even when I don't see what is behind the wall. And I want to encourage you guys, you know, faith is when you believe something is going to happen, even when you don't know how it's going to happen. And Martin Luther King Jr. said it better. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. There are a lot of people who are stagnant right now in their lives. There are many people who are kind of being denied their dream, not because anybody in particular is denying them, but the fear they entertain in their heart, the mindset that, oh, I got to see the full picture before I make a move, is what is holding them back. That is the reason why some people are being poor, and that is why some people, despite working years upon years, they can hardly show anything for it, because they have some critical mindset that, no, if I don't know what the final outcome will be, I'm not going to start. But Martin Luther King Jr. is saying faith is taking the first step when you don't see the whole staircase. And he himself put that into practice when he started the revolutionary peaceful movement that the black Americans should be set free. He said, we cannot achieve this by fighting or through crisis or destruction, you know, but we can get this done via peaceful protest. And this man protested peacefully. He started by taking the first step all the way from Alabama. And then folks see what he was trying to accomplish and they joined him. And what happened? The black were set free. The black race were liberated in America. And the same faith is what we need in Africa. With all the nonsensical stuff that is going on, we have to band together. And this is one of the reasons why anytime people suggested that, oh, what is happening in Africa, what is happening in Nigeria, revolution now, is actually part of the reason why I'm not like a top fan of Sowore when it comes to his political philosophy, but I support him. I like what he's trying to do, but I don't believe in fight, destruction, you know, hijack, killing, maiming. No, I don't believe in that. I believe that if we come together and we all agree that this is the path we should take, let's call out BS when we see it. If we start doing that and we start taking little steps, we will get there someday. So we are taking this step right now. Somebody like Very Dark Man, people like Dele Farotimi, a whole lot of people in Nigeria, many freedom fighters, many activists are stepping up the plate. And I want to give a lot of credit to content creators, especially those who are on the socio-political niche. That is where I appreciate my brother, One Man. One Man went to Mo. This brother, we go live every day, 5 hours, 8 hours, and all they discuss is how to move Nigeria forward. So these are the mindset that we need to embrace. Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircase. Now, the next one is, oh, God bless Martin Luther King, man. He said, we must use time creatively in the knowledge that the time is always right to do right. Hallelujah, somebody. Oh, I believe you guys understand what he meant here. I'll read it again in case if you still don't get it. He said, we must use time creatively in the knowledge that the time is always right to do right. People don't do right these days. A lot of people want to wait for the perfect time to do something. And like I used to tell my mentee, if you are waiting for the right time to start anything, you will never get it started. I know many older uncles, brothers, sisters who never attain their dreams because they are always waiting for the right time to start. And that's why I've told you guys, man, if you want to do anything, this is January 2025. Don't wait until you have all the resources. Don't wait until you have all the right connections or you have everything you need before you start. You're gonna wait forever. Start with what you have. For those who want to get into the journey of content creation, I've told you guys on multiple occasions, there is never a perfect timing to start content creation. If you want to start, just start. I also shared my story with you guys. I started a fantastic media company here in America, even though it's a small company, but I'm proud of what I achieved. I run the company for 10 years and it's still running. I started with just iPhone 4S. That's how I started. With amateur skills. I don't even have professional skill at the time. But because I started moving, buying equipment, improving myself, improving my skills. So please listen. Just start. All right? And when we talk about the oppression and the subjugations going on in Africa, if God puts it in your mind to start speaking for the less privileged, just go ahead and speak. Don't be scared, yo. All you have to do is watch what you say. Don't insult people. Don't speak about something you have no evidence to prove. But speak the fruits to power. So I love this quote. We must use time creatively in the knowledge that the time is always right to do right. And the next one is, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Please, if you enjoy Martin Luther King Jr.'s quote, let me see you drop love emoji in the chat. Let us appreciate this incredible human being. If you ask me, this is one person we celebrate every year, and I'm so happy to celebrate him for what he represents. This is a man that fought for freedom, but he doesn't want anybody to lose their life. He said we can achieve this peacefully. And when it comes to Africa, in Nigeria, Ghana, anywhere in Africa, I've always been one of those who advocated that, look, if you really want to take power away from corrupt, wicked politicians, you can't do that by fighting. You can't do that by going to the street and destroying lives and property. Ain't gonna work, because the politicians you are trying to take power away from, they are corrupt, they are evil. They don't care. They're going to deploy the state apparatus to work against you. They will command the police. Even the police you are fighting for, they will command the police to shoot you guys. You get what I'm saying? But God bless my mom, God bless my uncle, and God bless all those fantastic uncle, elder, father that I met along the way for everything they taught me. One of the things they taught me is that if you want to beat somebody, if you really want to show to somebody that they are in shit and you want to take away their power, you have to learn how to fight them using the very tool they are using to oppress you, to fight against them. That's how it works. You cannot take power away from these dirty politicians if you don't know the law of the land. You cannot replace these dirty, shady politicians if you don't know how to go to the polling booth and vote. If you don't know how to say no when they comes to you and they want to buy your vote. You can't take power away from them if you don't lift up your voice and say, hey, you are lying. When they bring some propaganda, if you don't stand up and say, don't say that. I'm not ignorant. This is not what it is. You have to use the very thing they use to control you, to oppress you. You have to use it against them. It's not by fighting or anything. Sometimes when I see people suggested that, oh, you see these people, let's go to the street. We fight them, burn their motor, destroy their houses and all that. And I would ask in my mind, you are suggesting this radicalism, this destroy it, kill it, destroy everything, buy them. Are you going to be in the forefront? Will you or your children be the one that are going to face the barrel of a gun? It ain't work like that. You have to use the very weapon they use against you. You use it against them. And that's why I've always said that if you really want to scare the shit out of African politicians, just let them know that, you see, this time away you did so, it's going to be 4 years. You ain't coming back. You start from the grassroots. Every time we shout the name of the president, oh, president or anything, president, like, even some people, if they can't pee in their house, they will say it is the fault of the president. The people who there is no water channel, no canals, no well, nothing, no clean water in their environment, and they have councillors, they have local government chairmen. They ain't gonna talk about the councillors and the chairman. They're gonna say, see the president, when the president was in power, and you see, we don't even have gutter in our house. Our electricity is gone. No. You start from the grassroots. When the local government chairman realizes that you guys come to the local government secretariat and you are telling him that, dude, you are not delivering. You are just stealing. Next time, you are not coming back as this local government chairman. They will sit up. Same goes to the rep, same goes to the senators and all that. That's just what I'm saying. Beat them on their own game. It's just like working in American companies. If you are working in American companies and you don't know the company's policy, you don't know the state labor law, you don't know your left from your right, oh, your supervisors, your directors, almost everybody you're working with, they will make your life miserable. If you are working in a company in a place like America right now, if you don't know what laws means when they talk about sexual harassment, if you don't research what exactly protects me on this job, what can I accept and what can I reject, you ain't going nowhere. So please focus on fighting the oppressors with what they used against us. And that is why Martin Luther King Jr. says our lives begins to end the day we become silent about the things that matter. So if you go back to Africa right now, the reason we have millions of people suffering in abject poverty is because they stay silent. They were quiet about things that matters. And I've said it before. We Africans, we are so good at pretending this got nothing to do with me. When something happened to somebody and it's not happening to your immediate family or your extended family or your friends, you just you see them now. It's none of my business. It doesn't affect me. You forgot you live in the same society. It was those who affected yesterday that know how it feels. Today might be your own turn. That is why we have this popular saying in Nigeria: "May Nigeria never happen to you." And as we're going to discuss on the matter I brought before you today, you're going to see that Nigeria has happened to these people. All right. So let me take one more quote from Martin Luther King, and then we move on to the next one. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "We must learn to live together as brothers, or we will perish together as fools." Ooh, this one hit home. Oh, this one hits differently. I'll take it again. We must learn to live together as brothers, or we will perish together as fools. This particular one goes to my Nigerian and also my Black American brothers and sisters and Africans in diaspora, all of us as Black race. The Reverend is speaking to you and I with this one. If we fail to live together as brothers, we will perish together as fools. Everybody want to say, "Oh, white man, white man, white man. Oh, the white, they do this. The white, they do that. The white, whatever you do, the white, they are using us. They are taking our resources." Every time it is one complaint or the other, we blame the white man for everything. And yet, we fail to recognize one important thing about the white people. We fail to learn one thing from white men all over the world. This is not just about America or Europe. Everywhere you see white people, we fail to learn one thing from them. And that is to say, white people always work together when it comes to matter of general interest. They will bond together. Oh, yeah. Yes. They don't give an F. I am so proud of white people and I love them for that. Every time people say Americans are bullies. No. Americans understood the power of togetherness. In anything, white people always comes together. When it comes to things that affect one of them, they immediately say that, "Oh, if you do this to one of us, you're going to do it to the rest of us." And guess what? They are coming for you. This is what we have to learn as Africans. This is the mindset we have to embrace. Injustice to one is injustice to all. It happened to my neighbor, it not happened to me. God, I thank you. It's wrong. Today is your neighbor's turn. Tomorrow might be your turn. So please, everywhere you look, you're going to see Black people suffering in one way or the other. The reason is we are so divided and we accepted that division. We accepted the division and we roll with it. Even among ourselves, we are divided. Do you see it? I'll give you an example here, yo. There is a reason I am so proud of my alma mater, my university, the almighty Lagos State University, where I had my first degree. I am so proud of that institution anytime, any day. I've attended a couple of schools, even here in America. But there is still no school that I love so dearly like Lagos State University. You know why? If you attended Lagos State University from, 2009 all the way down to when it was established in 1984, 1983, you're going to know something about us.
We are lasso, we are proud, we are last white. We know they take and they play. If you maltreat one last white, all the rest of the last white will come for you. I don't know where we get that spirit from. That is just who we are. Anyone who's watching this right now, you get to see this. Just say, Ben, you are lying. That is not how last white rolled. It doesn't matter. I am here right now in the United States. If I go to Illinois, maybe I go to Chicago, maybe I go to anywhere, and maybe it's an event or something, and somebody came out there and just shout, greatest last white. No matter what I'm doing, I'll be shouting, great. The spirit will just flow. I remember when I was serving in Enugu State, and the soldiers, as well as some other guys from other schools, they were showing themselves and they were oppressing one of the core members. So it happens that the dormitory the core member was, the other coppers around him, they are from other school and some of them know each other. So they were bullying him. So one time they were bullying him in the middle of the night and he shouted, greatest last white, greatest last white. They are oppressing me here. Oh Lord Jesus. He took all the soldiers on that camp to stop the Kasalawe one boss. Because what happened was that the moment one person had that greatest last white, another person shouted, greatest last white, and we were going to great. All of us, we don't even know each other from Adam. We ran out in the middle of the night and we were heading straight to where that guy is. And immediately the soldiers, I don't know, maybe they've told them already, they were blowing whistle, and all the soldiers were rushing down there. That went on for like 20 to 30 minutes before they can calm the nerves down. And then with the last white, we bonded together and we were like, hell no. You have to reallocate this guy's slot. This night, you are moving him away from this dormitory. And they move him away. Now, that is called power. That is the power of togetherness. And that is what I love about Lasso. In fact, anywhere, if you attend Lasso and you live in Lagos, even your landlord cannot oppress you. All you got to do is you come to school, you talk like this, boys go mobilize, they will show up. That is the spirit we need. Injustice to one is injustice to all. If you think because you are making a lot of money, you are rich, concern me, I'm done. Let me tell you, if they are treating one black person anyhow, and you feel less concerned, it never reach your turn new. When you reach your turn, you're going to learn the hard way. You learn. Uncle Patrick, shout out to Uncle Patrick. Uncle Patrick sent a video to me and I'm going to do a reaction to that. I will do a Beno rant because it's a very controversial topic. I know my people, they will come. In that video, one of these wannabe Nigerian, wannabe American, I don't even know, entertainer, was on Club Sheshe and he started casting Nigerians again. He said, oh, Nigerians think they are better than we black Americans. Nigerians always feel they are better than us. He started that BS story again. And I went to the comment, oh my Lord, it was what it used to be all the time, yo. And as much as I was reading the comment, I started seeing people saying what I've always thought about, that you black Americans, you are divided among yourself. You don't even like yourself. Nobody hates you. African immigrants don't hate you. These are rhetorics. These are the divisive rhetorics that the people, some people in high places want to put out there so that we're not going to have unity. I've worked with a couple of amazing black American women and men. Outstanding people. Nurses. I've worked with a lot of them. The problem is, even when you look at the black Americans themselves, they are not together. No. It is the same me. Hey, me. It's all about me. It's all about me. This got nothing to do with me. I ain't got nothing to do with that. No, I ain't fucking with you. I ain't messing with you. Yo. Come on now. When you look between yourself as Black Americans, you don't even like yourself. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And somewhere, those who believe they are in control, they saw the division. And we have this saying in Africa, or it's a quote, I've heard it several times, I don't even know where it originated from. And the quote says, a house divided against itself cannot stand. And that is what this great angel of a man, Martin Luther King Jr., meant when he said, we must learn to live together as brothers, or we will perish together as fools. It is always easy to control people when they are divided. It's the same thing across all spheres of life. Even in marriage, if you are married, you and your wife are not working together like a team. Oh, it's my wife, it's my husband, this is your, this is mine, this is your. No, your marriage won't last. You won't even enjoy the marriage. You will both crash and you will both lose one way or the other. It's a simple principle. A house divided against itself cannot stand. So, my dear African brothers and sisters, the earlier we begin to see ourselves as brothers, the better for us all. That's my message this morning as far as our great hero, Martin Luther King Jr. is concerned. Thank you, everybody, for listening to that my rant. I just feel like it is very important for me to point a couple of these quotes out so that people should know the reason why we are celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Now, I'm going to read a couple of comments. Simbi, let me see if I can bring you in so we can read some comment here real quick before we go to this land matter with this scatter everywhere. Thank you, my sister Marriott. I see you. Or my sister Yinka. I don't just know. Anytime I see Sister Yinka, I go just they laugh, they happy. Why now? Okay, I think I know. It's because of those videos of yours. If you have not been to Sister Yinka's TikTok page, you are missing. No, you need to follow Sister Yinka on TikTok and begin to enjoy vibes. This sister get vibes like tomorrow no day. All right, and I see my boss. One man went to Mo. I've told you guys, please. Let me see if I can even find one man link so I can share it so people can follow him. My brother, one man went to Moon. Always go live every day. I think I do see one man went live like around 5 p.m. Central Texas time, and they discuss politics. A lot of educated people show up on his platform, and I like to listen to their conversation. I ain't gonna lie to you, sometimes I don't buy all the point of views that were shared, but that is the beauty. That is the beauty of watching a show anyway. You want to get different opinion and then you want to decide which one resonates with you or not. So for those who would like to follow political discourse, please go and follow my brother. One man went to Mo. I just share his YouTube link right now. Go and subscribe and enjoy fantastic conversation. All right, Simbi, you are here. Let's take some comment from our amazing supporters. I see my sister Marriott is here. Oh yeah, Sister Marriott, please don't go. We want to talk about land. And I'm going to need some legal perspective to understand what some of the basketballs that were going on there. Simbi, how are you doing?
Hi, Uncle Ben. Good evening, sir. How
Good
are
evening,
you doing
Mama.
today?
You can see I'm doing fine. I'm doing way better than I deserve, and I give God the glory. The only problem is say cold too much. Cold too much. Even I have to start babysitting one of my pikin now because of cold. I just don't know. Those children, they pick my gene. We, especially my boy, anytime cold day like this, me and I go begin our drama. May God help us.
Wow.
All right, Simbi, let's take this from Sister Yinka. What is Sister Yinka saying here?
Okay, Sister Yinka is saying Matthew 12:25. But Jesus knew their thoughts and said to them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself will not stand.
Oh my God, this is why I love Sister Yinka. You see,
God bless you, man.
I wish I could remember Bible like this. Thank you, Sister Yinkus. God bless you. Oh man, I love that. I love that. Yes, my Sister Mercy, Sister Grace, and they call Sister Grace Mercy. Yes. Sister Grace also said Mark 3:25. I think I'm gonna look that up. Take this one from Uncle Patrick real quick.
Okay, Uncle Patrick is saying the same thing Sister Yinka said. Matthew 12:25. And Jesus knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. They're both in agreement.
Oh yeah. And the next one from Sister Marriott.
Okay, Sister Marriott is saying Nigerians have no room to talk about unity. They are more united than us. That's why they have more rights than we do in our own country. And she's absolutely right.
I that one hits differently with Sister Marriott. Sister Marriott, don't give us uppercuts. Well, thank you,
Uncle
Sister
Ben,
Marriott.
can I
That's a
say
very, very good
something
one.
to back up what Sister Marriott is saying?
Yeah, go ahead, Mama.
You know, these companies, some of them in Nigeria here, especially here in Lagos, that are owned by either Lebanese or Indians, the way they use Nigerians, you will be thinking you're not in Nigeria. You walk back to back, like 6 days a week, 7 to 7, you're walking. And you know there's traffic. Once you just a little mistake like this, you're punished and you're even fired. No questions asked, no explanations. They don't want to hear anything. They are not nice. And most of our youth, most of our young ones often fall ill, either from the substance around the place of work, what they're inhaling, or even sometimes some of them even get this accidents. They are involved in accidents in their place of work, and they will just abandon them. They won't even care for you. They won't call you. They won't check up on you. As long as you didn't come to work the next day, you're done.
Well, it is what it is, my dear. It is what it is. My brother Samolu, you welcome, boss. You welcome. Samolu say people they work 12 hours for UK too. Here that they work 16. Oh, Samolu made me laugh. Oh. when I started my classes, I think 2 weeks ago, because I saw my schedule late, I need a time off. So I called my supervisor, and my supervisor said, okay, Ben, the only way you can get the time off is to work double on Sunday. So I went to work and I worked 16 hours. I left home 5:30 in the morning and I came back around 11 p.m. at night. I worked double shift. The last time I worked double shift was like maybe 2000 and during COVID. I worked double shift during COVID, and that was like 2000. When I came back and from that shift, my body here, I said, Jesus, these people that work 16, how are they doing it? Even my madam was laughing at me. My madam said, you see your life, you are a lazy man. 16, why they do back to back, they play. I said, my dear, I don't get that kind of strength to. I don't get strength to go for 16 hours. And for me, staying in one place for 16 hours, it go be like say I did prison. I just like to do my 8 hours and come back home. So it's not easy, bro. Samolu. Here for Yankee,
But
they work.
sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Yeah.
One man gave us some money. So
Yeah, my brother, one man went to Mo. One man said, thanks, bro. I need 10 subs to get to 45k sub. One man, this is one thing I can promise you. You see this 10 sub that you need, you will get it today, before end of today, by grace of God. I think I already did. I've shared your link on my freelancers WhatsApp group. And I trust my freelancers. They know they disappoint. They will give you that 10 sub. Me, this year, I'm going by Nigerian mantra. Day for who, day for you. Not be I talk as Simbi.
yes, so yes, day for who, day for you.
Yeah, my sister Sherry, how you doing? Oh, thank you, Sister Yinka. God bless. You see, me, I know my people. I know people who like to support each other. And it's just like the Martin Luther King, something I'm just talking about right now. Let's lift each other up. You lift me, I lift you. That is how life works. Me, I like to support people generally. And I'm not be say they sing my own praise. I just like to support people. Now, if I now support you, I can't say, oh, you like to receive. You know they like to give. Once I turn around, now only divine intervention ain't go bring me come back. Oh. That is just my own basic principle. I like to support people. I don't mind. And when I'm supporting you, I'm not looking back and say, hey, I'm expecting something, but I expect you to reciprocate. But when you just want to be receiving, the day my coconut head could just say, Ben, you know what? Enough is enough. I will turn back. That's it. I'm gone. And when it comes to this YouTube space, that's why I love many of my sisters, like my Auntie B Obodoyinbo. Hey, my Auntie B, I know they take Auntie B, they play at all. Auntie B has a huge platform, and Auntie B, we always tell people, go and support, let's support our brother. That is what we're talking about. Don't just receive, also give back. Thank you, everybody that supported. God bless you. In Jesus' mighty name, whatever you put your hand, it will become blessed. People will show up for you when you least expected. In Jesus' mighty name. Thank you, everybody that subscribed to One Man Went to Mo. It's not easy in this YouTube space, especially when they look the next level where you want reach and you know reach them. You'll just be like, yeah, blood of Jesus. What do I have to do to get to this next level now? Sometimes, like one man is saying, woman, I know how you feel. Sometimes you can be like, maybe you are at 5,098 and you want to get 5,100. It can take 2 weeks. These 2 subscribers not go come. So thank you, everybody that support my brother. God bless you. Oh, Samolu, everybody. Oh man, this is impressive. God bless you. God bless you, everybody. I'm really honored. My brother, one man, every time one man come here, he could give us money. I don't even know what we do, where we take deserve and stuff. But one man, God bless you, my brother. Thank you. All right. Oh, you say me and Bridget don't fight well. You and TB go fight now. You know, when people with 2 strong opinions meet, now if you fight, and if you get time, woman, you need to go back and watch Auntie B shows and sometimes listen to what she's saying. It took me a while to really understand what Auntie B represents. Then I figured it out. Auntie B is fighting for women. She's fighting for women. Oh, when matter concern women like this, Auntie B is at the forefront. And that is why I love her so much for doing that. Now, especially African women and Nigerian women, they have been oppressed for far too long. And if you are a Nigerian man with coconut head, when you listen to some of the rhetorics on social media, you go diverse. Now, when you can see an African woman that is also fighting for African women, he go first hit you, say, why would you say things like this? Until you begin to live in Western world and you see how Oyinbo, they are taking that same matter that Auntie B is fighting for. You see how Oyinbo are taking that matter very seriously. Then you understand that, in fact, she's even doing us a favor by bringing those shows on. I've learned a lot from Auntie B platform, honestly, because I've listened to many of my sisters come there to describe their story.
When they narrate their story, even you will be man sometimes, you will feel like a man can actually do this to a woman. You know, that kind of thing. But anyway, it's all love. It's all love. Now, let us move on to the next item on our agenda. Give me a minute and I'll be right back. Thank you, everybody.
Welcome to the African Podcast, your go-to destination for infotainment, trending updates, and thought-provoking social commentary. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, hit that thumbs up button, and get ready to join the conversation.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. God bless you. God bless you. I really like the fact that you guys shows up and you are supporting us. God bless you. Whatever you are, whatever you do, God will always show up for you. Now, another thing I want to touch on real quick. This is just like 3 minutes thing because I don't want to bash boast. People will not like my orange head uncle them plenty. But whether we like it or not, guys, let us give a huge congratulations to President Donald Trump. Today is President Trump inauguration. And as we are here right now, a lot of party, a lot of activity is taking place at where did it do? I say Washington DC. And Donald J. Trump, even though you may not like him that much, we are supposed to still appreciate a couple of things about him. Me, I like to learn from people. Okay, that is how I grow. Sister Rose, I see man does not value his life. Sister Rose, no make me laugh. Now, Sister Rose, I'm trying to be formal today now. You are making me laugh. So, congratulations to President Donald Trump. For me, I like to learn from every situation. One of the things we preach a lot here on our platform is that in every misfortune, there is a fortune. Now, to some people, the emergence of President Donald Trump as the 47th American president is like a misfortune. A lot of people are kind of regretting right now. Some people are living in fear because they don't know what's to come. And I get it, because with this man, in his first tenure as the 45th president of America, every day now, wahala. When you wake up, you don't know what you're going to get from Mr. President. For that 4 years, I've never seen a 4 years administration that went so fast like that of President Donald Trump in his first time in office. Every day. Now, the tempo is always way high. Is from one issue to another. But in the midst of all that, this man was able to stabilize the economy. Things were moving fine. I don't know how he did it, but I think I have a clue. He's a businessman and he always focus on deals, you know. So this man showed China pepper. President Trump showed China pepper. And China too, you know, Xi Jinping. That man is as coconut head as my uncle orange head. Both of them were going both, but there were just too many drama. Now, just as expected, I published a video yesterday. You can go and watch it for those people who want to buy crypto. This man want to be sworn in today. President Donald Trump is going to be sworn in today. And on Friday, President Trump launched his home meme coin. I can't. You see, anybody will be saying, hustling, they their blood. You cannot separate that hustling from them. Who want to be a president and launch crypto meme 3 days to your swearing in event? But that is President Donald Trump. He launched the meme and people harp on it. Ooh, he launched it at 0.18 cents. Within 5 minutes, that meme coin, official Trump, they call it with dollar sign and Trump. That's how to identify it. That meme coin went from 0.80 cents to $45. Do you know what that means? What it means is that if you are one of those who were following that coin and you invested $1,000, within that 5 minutes to 1 hour of launching, your $1,000 would have become almost 85 or 82,000. Just $1,000. It would have become 82,000. So those who were following President Donald Trump,
that they were monitoring that coin. The moment he launched it, they pump money into it, and within 24 hours that coin was launched, those people has become billionaires, and many has become millionaires. Now, here is the reason why I published the video I published earlier. You know, my job is to inform Africans about what's up. By the time people now get to know that, oh, Trump coin is moving, that coin was already at $73 per coin. And I saw some Nigerians trying to go and buy it at that point. And I'm like, blood of Zachariah, hey, heart attack is coming. Oh, if you have lived long enough in the digicoin industry, if you're like me, if you play around with cryptocurrency well enough, oh, you go know when they come. And one of the principles, one of the things I tell people anytime I just want to share 1 or 2 tips about cryptocurrency is that don't ever buy a coin when the price is up. That is like a straight up ticket to heart attack. When let me show you. Let me demonstrate one example for you. You see, when you look at the chart, just like in stock, crypto is the same thing. When you look at the chart, you are going to see the curve. It will go up and then it will come down. The way it's going up and coming down, that is demand and supply interaction. Now, when a lot of people are trying to buy the coin and the coin is not that plenty, it's just like law of demand and supply. When the product is not much and a lot of people are demanding for it, the price will go up. You see that? In crypto world, if you ever want to get into it, I take God beg you, I take blood of Jesus beg you. Once it has risen, you are not there when the thing there for small price. Once the price has gone up, don't go and put your money instantly, believing that the price will shoot up again. No. It's just like the common saying in Yoruba language, Lala Toroke ile nimbo. Once the price went up, the next thing is the price is coming down. So if you go and buy it when the price is already up, you already lost your money because it will drop. And you may never get back to that point again. So please, I just want you guys to bear that in mind. Now, a lot of people that bought Trump coin at $73, at the point it even went all the way to like maybe $81. Some people that bought it at that price, they're already crying now. They cry because the price has dropped to $61 at earlier this morning around 4 a.m. before I went to bed. The price came back all the way back down to $64. So those people have already lost like $20. Now, imagine if you bought like 500 units, multiply 500 units by $20. So that is the problem. Don't get into cryptocurrency if you have not spent time learning trends, understanding the graph, understanding the movement. And just like the way we dealt with the algorithm here, when you are trading, you are dealing with the algorithm. The exchange are always the one who benefit from whatever transaction you are conducting. So please don't go and lose your money. Now, another thing is this, because I don't know, Oyinbo people, I think there was a time President Donald Trump said if he was going to contest, if he was going to be a politician and he will run for office, he will run as a Republican. You know why? It's just like what we discussed earlier. Republicans, they bind together. Anywhere with, they won't be like our northern brothers in Nigeria. Anywhere where their guys say they follow, now there they go. They won't even double check. Now, Trump coin is a meme. It has no value. Are they talking and make una the year? Anybody, if you get brother, sister, anybody where they won't go into crypto, may you tell and say, Uncle Ben talk this thing. No, Trump coin has no value. He no get real economic value. That is why they were called meme. The only value they have is the number of people that are interested in them. The moment people stop dropping interest, the moment people say, you know what, I don't like this person anymore, I won't even patronize this in coin or in meme, you don't finish. Your money don't bomb that. You've heard of Shiba Inu, you heard of Doge. There are many memes like that that only run with a celebrity name. Anytime Elon Musk needs some money now, he go boost Dodge. He go begin talk about them. He go tweet about them. Oh, if he just carry Dodge symbol, tweet it and say to the moon. The moment he said to the moon, people already know what he's saying. They start buying it, and before you know it, this thing will start crashing down again. In crypto world, let me just add this one more thing before we move away from Trump. In crypto world, when people say they are making money, they are collecting another person money. That's how it works. So I told you my own. I know they play game. When I want play game now today on top of my phone, they trade crypto because it's actually fun. You can predict. You can say, okay, how is this coin gonna move today? Will it go up? Will it? As I'm speaking with you right now, my exchange is open. That's how I just derive fund. And please, if you want to go into crypto, use the money you can afford to lose. No, go sell your papa land or carry your savings, your 401k, and say you want to do crypto with it. Oh, please. The only thing you can try with that is in stocks. And even sometimes stocks too, they lose value. But if you pick a very good stocks, even though it lost value, it will still bounce back up. Please. Any money you will cry if you lose, don't put it on crypto. You hear me? So, me personally, sometimes if I'm free, I have nothing doing. I will just carry like maybe $5,000. Ma put that inside my exchange. Ma take and they trade. Sometimes I go lose money. The money can come all the way to like maybe 2005. And then when I read the market right again, I'll begin win. Once the money come back to 5,000, maybe I see one extra $1,000. I don't run near. So please, Donald Trump introduced meme, knowing fully well that his supporters will buy it. Many people now don't they cry already. So that is what comes with President Donald Trump. I don't blame him. He's a businessman. He felt that, well, I have the personality, I have the followers who can buy my coin. Let me introduce it. And guess what was again? Yesterday, Trump's wife, the first lady, launched her home meme. Man, some people are just impossible. Melania has her own meme coin. And guess what happened? The moment Melania Trump launched her own meme coin, that is when Trump coin begin dropping in value. Because people started buying that of Melania again, thinking it's going to go up. That one grow up small, it begin drop. So for those of us who they play with crypto, now laugh with the laugh. As I'm speaking with you right now, I don't even buy one single Trump meme. I know one wahala. I know one get high blood pressure. All right. But here's the thing. How do you separate yourself from a crypto coin when everybody knows that if you really want to, scam people, crypto is one of the easiest way to do it. And as a president of a nation, are you supposed to have that? Anyway, he's a businessman and he's free to have it. That is just my opinion. And that is, by the way, please, ladies and gentlemen, let us congratulate the 47th president of the United States, President Donald J. Trump. Don't worry, please relax. His tenure will work for you. It will work for me. It will favor us in Jesus' mighty name. All right? It will favor us in Jesus' name. My brother Samuluze, I love 12K pounds in crypto. Samolo, maybe me and you will go come yarn here one day for people to learn about crypto. But anyway, oh, shout out to you, my brother, woman. Yeah, I know, my brother. This one is coming from Twitter. I know. Thank you, sir. So, please, ladies and gentlemen, let us congratulate our President Donald J. Trump. Trump time will favor you. I know, in Jesus' name, it will favor you. Me, I don't have problem with Trump because I experienced significant turnaround in my financial life when Trump was the president. I remember when Trump was the president, the housing interest rate was so low. It was way very low that I was able to buy my own house. So
it favors me. And I remember during President Trump's first time in office, that is when I learned how to file my taxes. So like we say here on this platform, in every misfortune, there is a fortune. I pray that whatever misfortune that may come with this administration, may the fortune favors you in Jesus' name. So please, let's congratulate our president. We're going to have fun. Oh, for the next, trust me, for the next 4 years, starting today, the moment this Baba leave that podium, enter in office, the drama will start. Remember, he said he's going to sign immigration law the first day he enter. So the goes don't start already. In fact, if not be school, now is very, very good to create content, because President Trump will give you content every blessed day as a content creator. Just go to his Twitter or join social, join Truth Social. Content go bokum. All right, that is it about President Donald Trump. Let us now move on to our next topic, and that is where we're going to have a robust conversation. Thank you, everybody. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please hit the like, and let's get this going.
Welcome to the African Podcast, your go-to destination for infotainment, trending updates, and thought-provoking social commentary. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, hit that thumbs up button, and get ready to join the conversation.
All right. Hey. You are welcome to Gbasgbos. Yes, you're welcome to Gbasgbos. Today's show is about to get hot and hotter. Please, this topic that we want to discuss right now is a very, very sensitive one. I'm going to play a video where everything was explained, and I'm also going to play the video of those who were affected. We want to talk about this $250 million loss. And this loss is coming from diasporan investors, those who bought land in Lagos, Aja to be specific. These people are crying bitterly. I feel for them. And thank you, Sister Rose, for sharing that video. One thing about me is that if anybody share anything with me, even if I don't respond to it immediately, just trust me, I will always get back to it. It's because I am very busy. That is why if you send something to me or something and you don't see me reply immediately, don't worry. My normal routine is that when I wake up in the morning, I do my morning devotion. Then I sit up on my bed. I'll bring my phone, go through all my WhatsApp messages. I know they check Facebook message. Please, no verse. So in case if you send me message on Facebook Messenger and I don't reply, I know they check. Now my daughter, they check on at times, and I give her specific instruction what type of message she should alert me if they are on my Facebook. So please, if you send anything to my Facebook Messenger, you don't get a reply, don't blame me, I don't check it. But when you send this to me on WhatsApp, trust me, I will definitely get back to you. So Sister Rose, thank you for sharing that video with us. So this is a brief synopsis of what happened. So you know, when the Aja is Aja now, when all those Aja Ibejuleki lands were being thrown opened, that time when Nigerian out of the blue started saying real estate, and all of a sudden everybody want to become real estate agents in Nigeria. What happened was that the company is called Win Home? Let me find them here. That company bought massive acres of land as real estate company, and then they advertised that land to people abroad that they should come and invest in the land. So a lot of Nigerians in diaspora invested on that
wide expanse of land.
You can see on my screen right now, it's a very massive acres of land, and they bought this land at
Ibejuleki. Is it? No, not Ibejuleki, but it's in Aja. I think as we scroll through some videos now, I will show you specifically where that is coming from. There are so many videos you have to watch, and you will really feel sorry for these people when you hear their story. So that land is in Akun. Is it Akun? Okay, the land is in Akun, Aja. So they bought this land and they started doing allocation and all that. You people that have bought land in Nigeria, you know how it works. Me too. I bought a couple of those land, but my own be say, I just don't know. May God help me. My own, if everybody they go south, me I go pull head for north. I don't know. That's how I make my business decision. So when people were going to Aja, I carry my head at the go Badagry side because I knew that there are too many trouble, too many problems surrounding lands in Aja, Ekpe, Bejuleki, and all those areas. That is the area where all these bastard, stupendously rich billionaires, that is where they are targeting. So even when you bought land and you are not ready to build instantly, you just go waste your money. By the time those guys said, I like this area, I like it. You are joking, no? So for me, I look at Lagos and I feel like, okay, here's what's going on. People are heading to Ajah, Ekpe, Bejuleki because Dangote refinery is over there and all the richest people, they are along that area and nobody is looking towards Badagry. So me, when people, they go Ajah, me, I carry my head, I face Badagry side. And you know why? Because there is this massive international highway that they are constructing in Lagos State. And that highway will go all the way to Badagry and beyond. It will link to Seme, Cotonou, even all the way to other countries like Ghana and the likes. And I know it. I knew that by the time they have exhausted those land in Niger area, people will now want to start coming back to the Badagry area. They don't even not buy, they've even bought a lot of spaces in that area now. Then I also know that if you want to buy Lagos land, if you are trying to buy land from Omonile, in those places that they even don't have land, you are just wasting your money. You just carry your money, go do Sarani. So to cut the long story short, this real estate, Win Homes, acquired this massive land. And the event you see here is the allocation ceremony. They started allocating the land to all the investors. They have over 500 investors, over 500 people that purchased that land from them. So now, fast forward to 2023, to early 2024, President Tinubu came up with this idea that they're going to have this coastal road that they will construct from Lagos all the way to Calabar. And that was where some people life were upended. That land consumed a lot of structures worth millions of dollars. Who knows Landmark? Simbi, have you been to Landmark before? Let me see if I can show you guys what Landmark look like. Landmark, one of the investment I think a reasonable government would have protected with all their might. Landmark Resort was consumed by that same coastal road. Millions. I watched the interview of the man who owns Landmark, and I was asking myself, like, how can this man still be breathing? Yeah? How can this man be breathing? You built a high-rise hotel. Everything was pulled down. And you still they breathe. Anyway, that same coastal road that consumed Landmark is the same one that consumed the land we are talking about here. So last week, video surfaced online where the MD of the Win Home and the investors from diaspora, they are begging President Tinubu that he should step in, that this is unfair. What I gathered from watching other clips, and I'll play those clips for you right now. The woman you're seeing on the screen, that is the MD
of the Win Home. So this woman reached out, and as well as all other investors, they were begging President Tinubu that please, so President Tinubu, help us step, you cannot allow them to take this land away from us. And President Tinubu was like, there is really nothing I can do about this, but President no talk anyway. I'm just saying that because from my understanding of how President Tinubu operates, when Baba no one put mouth for something, no matter what you say, he won't say anything. He will just let the matter to just die away. So let me show you this video real quick. And please, I need you to listen to the explanation. Should I even show you the complaint first before this video? Okay, let's do it like this. Let me show you the video that started all this. So all of a sudden, the land that they bought and they have all the documentation for, the minister Ume, out of the blue decided that they want to, that the road will pass through their land. And as a result of that, all the people, all the diasporans that invested there, they are losing their money, they are losing their land. So to government credit, government offers that they are going to pay them the money, that they will refund all the money they use in buying those properties. But the directors and the investors insisted that they want their land because they did their due diligence. That land was not under government acquisition, and the road that they are talking about did not pass through that land. So it all seems like there is some power play going on here. And for those who might watch this content and say, hey, should be the government say they'll pay them, but listen carefully. When they want to grab your land and they offer to pay you back, they are not going to pay you the current value of the land. They will pay you the value of that land at the time you bought it. So if they bought that land about 4 or 6 years ago, and I can tell you 6 years ago, that land will be, the cost of that land will be nothing. Now that land will have appreciated and it will be in millions. So whenever they say, oh, we are paying you back, they will pay you back the original cost that you bought the land. And if you have built on the land, so please listen, we are here for us to learn. If you have built on the land, let's say you bought that land 10 years ago and you have built on it 10 years ago, if they are going to compensate you, they will pay you for the depreciated value of that house. In Lagos, so I did my homework. Oh, don't say, Ben, where are you getting this information? Videos there, okay? And if you are wondering how did I know, go and check OPM. They are destroying OPM property in Lagos now, and OPM is just making noise. So one of the Lagos state officials explained it deeply that what they do is, if they have to compensate you, if you already have building on that structure, if they have to compensate you, that they will have to pay you for the depreciated value of that house. So please listen. May you not go the fight back where you no go win. And if you have not built on the land, they will pay you the original amount you paid for the land. Now, whether you hire lawyer, whether you do this one, you pay surveyor, you pay the what shows on your receipt when you bought that house, that is what they will compensate you. So that aside, I have to say all this so that you will understand where all these people that are complaining now are coming from. Now, let us get into the videos. Listen to this one.
Hi everyone, my name is Ambassador Dr. Althenia Morris, and I am coming here on my social media networks to ask for you to join hands with myself and Win Homes Estate in signing this petition that you see here, in which I will provide the barcode where you can scan and begin to sign the petition. To give a brief overview of what is going on, is that we are fighting against the corruption and abuse of power by no other person than the Honorable Minister David Huma, who has used his power to do illegal destruction of the properties and the land, and using intimidation and falsification factors in trying to do destruction of these properties. Currently, the properties that he's trying to destroy are in Akun, Aja, in Nigeria. Now, I am not a born Nigerian, but I have been to Nigeria numerous of times, and the reason why I have done so is because I love the people of Nigeria, and also I was told in history, the family history, that my ancestors are from Nigeria. Hi everyone, my name is Ambassador Dr. Althenia.
All right, let's
Gazetted
move on to the
alignment.
next one.
As you can see, all this stretch is the gazetted alignment. So you can see the impunity caused by the lawbreakers on the gazetted alignment. That's it. So what they did is, instead of following straight, they came here and veered. Please, can you, yeah, and veered into here. They veered and started going round. So this road is the gazetted route. That's the gazetted route. So when they came, they veered into here and started going straight. So the road is not straight now, it's bent. It went into our estate. So that is why we are here, to show the transparency, to show the accountability of the coastal roads illegal diversion by the Federal Ministry of Works. That's fine. It's okay. We're good. Oh, yeah, let's gazetted alignment. As you can see, all this stretch is the gazetted alignment. So you can see the impunity caused by the lawbreakers on the gazetted alignment. That's it. So what they did is, instead of following straight, they came here and veered. Please, can you, yeah, and veered into here. They veered and started going round. So this road is the gazetted route. That's the gazetted route. So when they came, they veered into here and started going straight. So the road is not straight now, it's bent.
All right, let me quickly clarify that for our viewers. So this woman that is talking now, she's the CEO of Win Home. She's the one that sold those properties to over 500 investors, and many of these investors are in the diaspora. If you know, since about four years ago, I think he died down a little bit last year, but since about 4 years ago, when everybody in Nigeria started learning how to become realtor, they are actually using those realtors. Those companies are using those realtors to target their family members abroad. So they will be coming to you, begging you to come and buy this land. This land is here, or this land is here. They will worry, and if you have some change left, you say, okay, let me just buy. So, but to clarify what this woman is saying, that coastal road, in all fairness, that coastal road did not pass through their land. And for those who might be wondering if they have all their documentation, yes, they do. They have all the documentation. Everything is intact. And the government is aware of it. Even the Minister of Works is aware of it. Now, I will give you a little backdrop for you to think about before we start having this conversation in depth. That area, you see all those Aja, I forget the rest of those areas now. All those Aja, Ekpe, there are just so many, whatever they call them. I usually feel sorry for people who are buying lands in those areas.
if you are not a Lagosian and you are buying land in those areas, I pity you. Yes, I said what I said. I said what I said. If you are not a Lagosian, or you are not well known, you are not super connected, and you are buying properties in those areas, especially the hot zones, I pity you. So the backdrop I want to give you guys is that you see those areas, there are strong Omoniles there. The people who actually claim to be the owner of Lagos, these people, even President Tinubu cannot do much to those people. And I remember during the landmark saga, this same coastal road, they have shifted the direction of that road multiple times because they don't want to displace the indigenous, the indigenous owner of those land. Because they don't want that road to display them, sometimes they will shift the original plan and the road we take another direction. That is what is affecting these people now. And you're going to find this out when you listen to the interview of this woman on TVC. Remember, the president owned TVC. So that one, another conversation. But my warning is this. There are people that even the president himself cannot mess with in Lagos State. Make una hear well. The impression a lot of people are having is that, Tinubu control Lagos. You. The only thing that makes the president appears as if he has this huge imaginary power is because the president is a businessman and a very good strategy. And he understood the power of alliance. He will strike deal with a lot of people. And the president also know how not to step on toes. So for those who don't know the history of Lagos, it's not Tinubu. Okay? There are people that if you have issue with in Lagos State, may God help you. Not governor, not anybody can help you. That is how powerful those families are. So if you want to go and invest in Ibejuleki, Aja, and all those areas, do your due diligence and then do 41 days fasting and prayer. And then go to Amadioha Shrine. Go find some Babalawo to support you too. Because when some of these people want to fight you, they don't fight fear. They don't fight fear. If they really want to chase you out of that land, all kinds of juju, all the things you have not seen before, you will see all of them on that land. So if you want to invest there, fasting and prayer, you need juju. I do my due diligence. It doesn't work in some areas in Nigeria. It is what it is. Oh, I do my due diligence. I have my CFO. Your CFO is a freaky paper. All it takes is for somebody to say, we don't know who signed this CFO. This is fake. Oh, this is a duplicate. Somebody fake it. It don't finish. So please take note. Let me play some of their complaint.
Are they going to lose their job? Who is going to give them job? We are bringing development in Nigeria. We are bringing money from, I know how much I've spent to go around the world. I know how much Engineer Femi Adekoya has spent to go to Germany, to go to Ireland, go to Australia, almost the end of the world, to convince Nigerians. And also we have about 20-something expatriates, Americans, Chinese here in this estate. So we don't want compensation. We want the integrity of Nigeria to be restored out there. Are they going to lose their job? Who is going to give them job? We are bringing development in Nigeria. We are bringing money from, I know how much I've spent to go around the world. I know how much Engineer Femi Adekoya has spent to go to Germany, to go to Ireland, go to Australia, almost the end of the world, to convince Nigerians. And also we have about 20-something expatriates, Americans, Chinese here in this estate. So we don't want compensation. We want the integrity of Nigeria to be restored out there.
Unfortunately,
are they going to lose their job?
Unfortunately, my sister, that integrity where you speak about, so integrity is a very scarce commodity in Nigeria. I'm sorry, and we're gonna go through all these comments anyway. But bro Samolu, why do you decide to mess me up with laughter today? You and Sister Rose, you guys are just cracking me up. Samolu said, as far back as 2007, I bought 2 lands where I no see land or the seller again. Simbi, are you here?
Yes, boss, I'm here.
My dear, tell your husband, say make you no go buy land anyhow for Lagos. All right,
Okay.
all right. Let's move on. We will take all the comment at once. I see my brother Ekene. How you doing, bro? Shout out to you, my brother. You're welcome. Ekene said, you need realtor, bank, and juju. I they tell you, my brother.
Juju.
Oh my God. There is one clip. Okay, these are some of the people who are also
wedding. Like I introduced myself as a serious stakeholder. Mr. Chairman, sir, I must recommend the wonderful presentation done by doctors and all that. Fantastic. Unfortunately, sir, it is the Okwaja. But I'll be very brief and just want to give this. Before investing, what we want to do due diligence, ensure all proper documentations are carried out. And with the certainty that you are sure by doing the right thing without any reservation, you invest. Are we saying my name is
Your name, sir?
My name is Kings. That excuse does not, it's not relevant to this point. It's not relevant to this point. So I'm thinking, I'm not going to talk about diversion in alignment for any other interest or any other estate or whatever. That's not my point here. But what I'm saying is that these 2 things, the existing coastal road, the existing alignment, the whole world that we know, that interest, that structure that people had looked at before making the investment decisions. On top of it, you will also find an opportunity to save all of the communities that are along that line if you use it as an opportunity to protect that shore. Those are the 2 points.
The objective of this EIA is that the project is implemented with maximum consideration for the environment and the people around the area, the host community. My name is Engineer Femi Adekoya. For Windows, their partners, and I'm an engineer.
Okay. The reason I'm playing this other social clip is that I want you guys to see this man. This is Engineer Femi Adekoya. This is the man who partnered with the other lady, the CEO of Win Homes, and they are the one who actually bought the original land, and they are the one who actually convinced Nigerians in diaspora to come and invest on those land. So it's a very shameful thing, and the reason I'm showing it is because I don't want people to go with this narrative that, oh, now because na Igbo people. No, this is a Yoruba man. All right, I just wanted to establish the fact that when Lagos happened to you, it go be like say you get stroke. you will shout and nobody will hear you. This is a Yoruba man, a Lagosian too, as I'm seeing him right now. You see, and they are the ones who sold this land. How are they expecting these people now
to compensate those investors. So that's why I was playing all this video. I want to show you guys. Nothing to an investor. This man invested in the land and he lives in the diaspora.
Guys, my name is Shadrach Uyivo, Mr. White. I don't have much to say. We've been on this issue for so long, and I'm not here to appeal, but I'm here to tell the government to follow the rule of law. Like we are diasporans, we work hard abroad, we make money, and we decide to bring it back home, and then we'll get treated like this. This is not fair. I have a lot of friends and colleagues in the southern part of Africa that have put money together to acquire land here, and we've done our due diligence. We've gone to Alausa, we've done all that, all we need to do through our lawyers, and we found this project is viable. It has all the paperwork, all the documentation. Now we purchased, and we're hearing you're going to put a coastal line here. Look at this. Look at houses everywhere. These are residential areas. I wonder what you guys think. I wonder what we're thinking to putting a coastal road in a residential area. Look at the coastal road here where it's supposed to pass. That the gazetted alignment, isn't it? Now I don't know. I heard they collected some money from which one of these companies. I can't remember the names. Ocean View or something, to push the road down the side. Why? This is not right. We have invested our money legally, and we need to enjoy the benefit of coming back home. We cannot just work hard and come back home, and our monies are just been dashed like this. Please, the government, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Minister Omahi, look into this thing properly, and let's do the right thing. The coastal road is supposed to be a beach road. It's supposed to be a beach road. It's supposed to be close to the beach. This is 750 meters out of the beach. Yeah. So please, our government, our president, look into this and do the right thing. Thank you so much. My name is Shadrach Uyivo.
My name is Dr. Kimberly Ellen Stark.
This is the one that really got me. This is the one I think Sister Rose shared on our backstage. And I watched it and I felt so bad for this doctor. She's from Chicago, and it's really, really crazy. Thank you, Uncle Patrick. Uncle Patrick say, Uncle Ben, it's not laughing matter. These are serious issues. How do you invest in a country where people's land are being taken away? Uncle Patrick, I really don't want to laugh, but it's just that if you live in Lagos and you really understand how these land grabbers operate in Lagos, you want to yell at the top of your voice that, hey, don't mess with some of these areas, so let it go. And I'm sorry, Uncle Patrick, there is no land in Lagos. People won't listen. Lagos is a very small state. Most of the lands that people are buying in Lagos, these are the land that are sold over and over and over and over again. When they do you boju, how do we call boju in English now? Where is my Marriott and my D? I don't know how they hide and seek. Okay, when these folks do you hide and seek in Lagos, you will almost have mental breakdown. You saw the Lefarotimi books, right? That issue, Lefarotimi thought he has got that case won. A very open and closed case. Please, anybody that have read the Lefarotimi book, you should have seen the case. Lefarotimi is yet to recover from how he lost that case. He still can't put his hands on it. That is to tell you how deadly and how severe it could be when they want to grab your land in Lagos. And that is why I said it up front that, look, it is easier for people to shout and say, President Tinubu has power in politics. When it comes to Lagos matter, may we cut that man some slack. So please, I'm sorry, Uncle Patrick. It's not because I want to laugh, but it's just kind of funny at times. When you've seen this thing played out over and over and over again, you've seen them done it to people on multiple occasions. You feel me? I know a brother here who's also trying to buy some land, and some brother does it. And when we were talking, we were drinking beer one day, and he mentioned it, and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna discourage you from not doing what you want to do, but make sure you really get strong mind. This is the way you won't do so. Person where they work night and day, they work in butt off. They go buy property for that place where they go. So because when you lose that money, you may not recover from it. So it is what it is. I'm sorry. So let us listen to this woman and then we move on.
I am from Chicago, Illinois, from the United States of America. And I'm here today on the grounds of that everything that I've worked so hard for, even from America to Nigeria. And as I love this country and I fell in love with this country, I chose to invest here. And as I saw today, before there were gates, as you can see behind us. Now, as I come here today, I can see most of my dream and so many of our investments crumbled and shattered. I bought more than 6 plots and I intend to buy more. But how can I trust the fact that the more I invest is not protected because of what's going on here? And what we are appealing today, and me as an American from Chicago, Illinois, I'm speaking directly in the camera.
Sorry, sis. Sorry.
As I'm here appealing to the Honorable, the President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to please come to our assistance, come to my assistance, because I can't make a reputation back in America as I have for this country. I speak so highly and so freely about Nigeria, and to come in back and invest into this wonderful country. But look at our investment now, over 700 billion down the drain. Please, Mr. President, I ask you for your mercy to come at our assistance in the Nigerian diaspora and all these investors who stand with me today to come and assist us and help us come to a conclusion with this matter. Thank you. Once again, my name is Dr. Kimberly Stark. I am from the United States of America, Chicago, Illinois, and especially to honor our President Tinubu, who also used to reside in Chicago, Illinois. Thank you. My name is Dr.
That is very, very touchy. Let me say something here real quick. For those who don't know, you see, when people in America come home to invest, some of these people are coming to invest with their 401ks. Some of them are coming to invest with their retirement funds. Some of them are coming to invest with their life savings. America is not easy. Nowhere is easy abroad. When people work hard and save money and they come home to invest it and they got tricked this way, I just feel so sorry for them. All right. Now, the last interview that I'm going to play, that is where you will get the real goes, where all the wahala they go. That's where you will see it. Shout out to you, Mazude. How are you doing, my brother? Mazude said, if person they tell you bring money to buy land for Nigeria, block and sharply, or for your own good. Honestly speaking, you got to be very, very careful. And as I'm going to play this last video now.
The coastal road is the main attraction for the Nigerians in diaspora.
This is not the last video, but these are just some of the interviews that they've granted. I will play the last video. Listen to this one.
Because of the proximity to the proposed coastal road and its attended benefit and the initiative to create Win Homes as an investment portal scheme for diaspora investors was to repatriate over 250 million US dollars in foreign direct investment and to create jobs for over 5,000 young Nigerians, which we have 3,000 plus skilled and unskilled labor. The coastal road is the main attraction for the Nigerians in diaspora because of the proximity to the proposed coastal road and its attended benefit and the initiative to create Win Homes as an investment portal scheme for diaspora investors was to repatriate over 250 million US dollars in foreign direct investment and to create jobs for over 5,000 young Nigerians, which we have 3,000 plus skilled and unskilled labor. The coastal road is the main attraction for the Nigerians in diaspora because of the proximity to the proposed coastal road. And
all right, so you heard that the coastal road is the attraction, and I get it. Everybody want to make money, you know, but Nigeria is not there yet. So finally, where is it? Where is the last video? Now, I need you to drink water and listen to this last video very, very well. The TV station where they have this interview is owned by President Tinubu. And during the interview, the woman mentioned some things and the host shut her down. The host said, oh, no, we can't say this. No, you know, but listen, because this is where we're going to start having our own deliberation here. Enjoy, please.
The road, making their property inaccessible and undermining their original purpose. Investors are not pleased with the diversion of the coastal road and the demolition of investment property acquired by Nigerians in the diaspora, valued at over $250 million. This move has sparked outrage among diaspora investors who are now calling for accountability and better governance. Some of their investment made in 2022 aimed to provide affordable housing and boost economic development. Joining us for this conversation is the MD CEO, Win Homes Global Services Limited, Engineer Stella Okengu. Good morning.
Good morning. Nice having me.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Talk to us what the issue really is with this matter of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road and how that has impacted or affected you and your business.
Okay. Let me first of all start with the documentation, which is the key thing in Lagos State, because Lagos State has a master plan that was earmarked by Mr. President when he was a governor. And when he came into power, because of the renewed hope, we all came in. We used a portal that we call Win Home Investment Portal to convince people to come back to Nigeria to invest. And I have all the documentation here. We have governor's consent. We have CFO generated from the family, and we have coastal road clearance, right of way clearance. To our surprise, we found out that the coastal road was diverted into our property.
After getting clearance?
After getting clearance, it was diverted into our property. And we had to start seeking for the appropriate people that we are going to talk to. I was opportuned to get hold of the minister, Engineer David Omai, and we spoke about it. I remember when we spoke about it was, the first time we spoke about it was June
At Texas Virtual Academy at Hallsville, we know your child is one of a kind, and their school should be too. That's why we offer tuition-free, personalized education from the comfort of your home.
10th, because we noticed the diversion.
Which year?
2024.
Right, okay.
June 3rd, 2024. We noticed that the diversion was done, which we have the documentation from the Ministry of Lands in Alausa on June 3rd. So when I engaged him, he saw reason with us that this is not supposed to be done. On the first stakeholder meeting, he also mentioned that he's going back to the gazetted alignment. And we were all happy, which I also called him and thanked him for it and for doing the right thing. All of a sudden, we still found out that they diverted back, you know. And on the second stakeholder meeting, somebody came and presented his hotel that is on the gazetted, that is not on the original alignment. That is the 2006 gazetted alignment. And he also mentioned that he's going back to the original gazetted alignment in Okwaja. Then another one that happened was MTN to African Cable came and did a presentation appealing to the ministry to go back to the gazetted alignment, which he also on national television said that he is reverting back to save the cable and Okwaja, that he's reverting back to the original gazetted alignment. If you check the survey in the ministry, you will see the one that the original gazetted alignment and the new alignment, which we got. We also took time because at a time he stopped picking my call when I started talking about it. So at a time, my partners, Femi Adekoya and Olu Olawale, we agreed that we have to fly down to Nigeria to know what's happening, because, you know, you cannot start explaining to more than 500 diasporans that coastal roads encroach. Most of them will not understand what you are saying, you know. So we had to come back to do our own investigation. We scheduled a meeting with that group, which are the designers of the coastal road. And we were opportuned to they did a presentation for us. During the presentation, I will categorically tell you which we should conduct an investigation. They can send people that will do an investigation on it. And also, they should, you know, I've written to the National Assembly to look into it. So when we got there, after the presentation, where they showed us on the beach side and the gazetted alignment, there is no cable there. Where we saw where the cable is, if you listen to the MTN presentation, is at Okumobu, which is 7 kilometers or challenges away from Okwaja. Now, what we are wondering, whose interest is the minister protecting? Why I am passionate about this is a dispensation that I believe in. This is a dispensation that, as we know that the president is somebody that any critical situation, if he sees any critical situation, he takes immediate action on it. So, and when he brought his policy, I know the backlash I got when I mentioned on national television that when the minister is saying that I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's emotions, and we understand. We're all humans, and there's so much that is going on. We understand, but there's a question I just want to quickly ask.
Yes,
just so that you can calm down and take it all in. But you said you're wondering whose interests the minister is protecting, and I'm wondering why you think that the minister is protecting someone's interest. Is that the reason why he is diverting from the original plan? Is that what you people see?
Thank you very much for that question. We got an information that there is an estate that is called Ocean Bay that is on gazetted alignment. The back of Ocean Bay encroach on the gazetted alignment. But when they diverted, that was when they went through our estate. Now, I spoke to the minister about it. I said, the back of this estate encroached in gazetted alignment. And Lagos State, that I know as a developer and a real estate person, there's some lands that they will show you, and they will say that land is earmarked for public use, government acquisition. What you will do, you will run away from that place.
Sorry, I have to stop the video briefly and run some commentary. It's just a YouTube requirement so that they won't flag the video. But please, are you guys following her story? I just want her to say it before I can restate it so that they don't go come after me say, hey, Ben, you are the one who said this. She said from the minister's body language and what the minister is doing and everything she observed so far, it seems the minister is protecting somebody. It seems they are trying to divert the direction of that road in order to protect someone. You can tell that this is a very honest woman. And I think from all her findings, it's becoming clearer and clearer to her that definitely there are some power play ongoing here. So please take note of that. It's very important. I really feel sorry for this woman. You can imagine when you collect money from almost 500 people in the diaspora, they pay you and bought land from you. And you have done all your due diligence. You have all your paperwork, everything intact. And now suddenly, all the whole land, estate, everything is gone. What do you tell those people? Remember I told you guys something here one time. Hey, woman, please check the chat. I drop the link you want in the chat, sir. So remember I told you guys, yes, sir. You remember I told you guys here one time that there are things that will happen to you that even when you know chop, you go begin gain weight. Stress can actually make you gain weight. Depression can make you gain weight. I look at this woman now, for instance, and I'm feeling like, how can this woman even sleep at night? You can tell that this is a very honest businesswoman. It's crazy. Anyway, let's listen to the rest of the video. I'm sorry I have to pause and speak so that YouTube will consider it analytics and not just me replaying other people's video. So let's go, guys.
When we wanted to acquire that property, they told us that we did our due diligence and saw where the coastal road is. Meanwhile, the coastal road alignment is an attraction that made the diasporans, because this is the brainchild of the president, of Mr. President. So it is one of the attractions that brought us down to Nigeria to invest and to create that portal. It is actually because we know that when the coastal road comes, it will attract a lot of things around it, you know,
to open up
that place.
Yeah.
So that was when I remember that a particular man, let me not call his name, that when he bought it, we happened to meet. when we bought the distance. So I told him, he built on Coastal. I said, you built on Coastal Road. He mentioned verbatim that Coastal Road will never be a thing of reality.
Okay. We need to quickly go on a break. When we return, we'll continue this conversation, but we need for you to exactly specify what you mean by the interests that the minister is protecting.
No problem.
All right. Just we'll come back now after the break. Do stay with us.
Hi, this is Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist, inviting all business leaders and career professionals.
You don't know whose interest the minister is protecting. And, you know, our viewers, we need that cleared. If that this matter has now taken a dimension where the minister is now deviating as a result of some person's interest is against the interest of government and the people of the state.
Yeah. First of all, I want to state that, like my name, my title, I'm an engineer.
Yeah.
And engineering is like medicine, you understand. We are concerned on safety and environmental impact of. So now, when we are talking about interest, when I happened to meet the minister on an occasion that he visited Ukwaja area, and what I saw was appalling.
Okay.
Because as an engineer, if you are doing your conceptual design, if you are doing all your this thing, you are supposed to go there, look at where you are supposed to go, not minding the face or anywhere, you know. I saw people, I saw a lady kneel down, you know, kneeling down, and the next thing we saw, okay, where's your house? Where's your house? Okay, that's my house, that is my house. He said, okay, don't touch this house. Okay, this one. Okay, no problem, demolish this. So I was like, what's going on here? What's going on here? So because of it, I sense that he saw my reaction. Like, is it that when I come and kneel down, I will be forgiven and my property will be saved? So I was like, damn, this, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I was like, I don't know what's happening here, you know. So if a minister sees somebody and you beg, you are an illegal occupant of the gazetted area.
Yeah.
Then they will say, okay, save your house, save you. Okay, this one, maybe this one is not handsome or pretty, deviate and demolish, you know. So I couldn't fathom what's happening. And when you go to anywhere you are going to, like if you go to Dahasan, if you go to anywhere, high tech, and ask, what's happening? You people are designers, world-class designers, that they gave this contract. Everybody will say that the order is coming from the minister. They cannot do anything. That is what they give them, that they are just contractors. If you talk to high tech, will tell you that they are just contractors, you know. So that the order is coming. So if you want anything, you should go to the minister.
All right.
So when I called the minister and told the minister, I don't know what's happening. I'm an engineer and I know how design goes. This 2006 gazetted alignment that we are saying has been preserved by Lagos State since 2006. It has passed the environmental impact analysis. It has passed the hazard analysis, hazard analysis. Nobody on that coastal road has been given building approval, because I know the way the president, Mr. President, acts. If he earmarked this place, I've been in Lagos and I've been opportune to meet with the president, Mr. President, twice. If he earmarked something for something, he abides by it.
All right.
Now, what I don't want is for them to be on that is use the name of the president. The news is out there that this dispensation is not doing well. But I always tell them that they should. If I want to
because
say
we have
something,
limited time,
yeah.
right? We have just 4 minutes to.
Well, you have to actually mention the property itself.
Yeah.
Why is worth $250 million?
Okay.
Talk to us about how the coastal highway itself is affecting it. Is it perhaps inaccessible totally? Is it something you can actually work with, or it is a total demolition?
It is a total demolition that he did. When I told him that I'm an engineer, it was not only a total demolition, but an isolated attack. Because all...
That's what you think?
No, that's what I know. If you go there, you will see it. It was when I told him that, see, this thing is not right, what you are doing. What he did was he told them in Jakonde, where they are working, to leave everything that they are doing and go to my property, the subject site, and demolish. I have everything.
So these are serious allegations.
Yes,
we have to be. This is national TV.
This is national TV.
This is national
and I can
TV.
prove it. I'm in court already.
You're in court already.
Yes, and
with
they have
regards to this matter.
With regards to this matter.
Okay, so there are issues we cannot discuss.
When he did it, we did an expedited hearing.
So there are issues
which makes them.
There are issues we cannot discuss with regards
All
to this
right,
matter because it's
go.
in court as it is. So you said you had to do expedited hearing as it is. So how do you intend to move forward from here now? Yes, the matter is in court. Okay. What are you seeking from government at this point?
What we are seeking from the government is we don't want compensation. We want to restore the face of Nigeria out there. I'm a United States citizen.
Government has said it is going to compensate. Is that what?
No. What he told me is that that they are going to compensate. If it's compensation, they can compensate us on the little sand that we have there. We don't want it. We want, number one, to restore the face of Nigeria out there. Because if you check the diaspora investment in Nigeria that they bring in yearly, it's about $24 billion investment.
Right.
Now,
so beyond the compensation that you don't want, because we don't have time, so I want you to be specific. Let's hit it one to one. We still have another. So what else do you want the government to do beyond the image of Nigeria in the diaspora and all? What else do you want from government? This is the time, and you need to.
What we want from the president, because after the demolition, he told me that it's only God and the president that can save me, that can save us. Now, I am appealing to God and Mr. President that I know the kind of person that I believed in him to set things straight. This is a matter of national interest. They should go back either to the gazetted alignment. Our land is 750 meters away from the coast side, which if you go to other countries, that is where
it should be done.
We call it coastal road. You can't start bringing in coastal road into a residential place. It doesn't make sense. You know, there is even the last this thing that he played. He said, "I'm an Igbo woman that's coming to Lagos to talk about land, to grab land."
Please leave all of those.
Can we say something about that?
No. I will not allow us say anything on that because of the sentiments attached to this matter of land and tribe. We know there are issues around
national television.
No, I know. We will not allow that, please, because of the controversies around that.
Go ahead.
But the issue is, you have made your points clear, saying that you want the president to step in. That's the basic matter.
That
you do not want compensation.
All right.
Two things you want from that.
Okay.
Right. So,
all right. My brother Samolu, I saw your comment. You said it's too long. Maybe we fast forward. I want you guys to hear the last part. And the reason I played that last part is because when it comes to some issues in Nigeria, Igbo, Yoruba, it's becoming something else. And like I said, when I was reading those quotes from Martin Luther King Jr.,
we have to live above some things. So I just want everybody to hear the whole clip before we move on. All right, you welcome everybody. I see my Uncle Patrick is here. Sister Nato, I see you at the background. I'm just going to take it one at a time so that at least we can get a clear, uninterrupted discussion. Shout out to everybody. Uncle Patrick, you welcome, sir.
Hey, Uncle Ben.
Oh, Jesus. Uncle Patrick.
Yeah,
You see,
I'm glad that this woman is a well-educated woman. She's an engineer, and her team as well. They're engineer too. But it's very disheartening, Uncle Ben. It can happen to you too, Uncle Ben.
Anybody, sir.
Don't be limited to Badagry or wherever you are. And you know, if that is happening to us in our own country, I'm ashamed of Nigeria. Look at that woman that came from Chicago. She's crying. It's not good. A lot of Nigerians are having property in Ghana and other countries. We don't hear stories like this.
Exactly.
And that woman, she said it all. After they've met, and he said the coastal road alignment is for attraction. That is the main attraction. That is what attracted people. And this has been done since 2006. That this place is safe. It's not going to, the road is not going to take it. But look at what is happening. Even the minister is, he's so corny. Look at the way he's doing. I'm so ashamed of Nigeria. I'm serious. This is so bad. And like you said, some people will never get away from it. It's going to affect some people. And that's why people don't want to go home and invest. There's always a story, especially in Nigeria, in Lagos in particular. Look at the money they said they made in dirty December. Billions of naira. But look at what is happening to people. I'm just so mad at them. It's unfair. It's very unfair. Just because we hear of this, and there are other people that are even I've had people that bought land in Nigeria, like Samolu said, that they've even forgotten it because they know that they are not getting it back.
Yep.
Yes, even when they have the old document, and you go there, somebody has built a house there. So you want to be fighting them from America or from UK, getting lawyers, it's not worth it. I have a junior brother that's a doctor that bought 2 plots. He has even forgotten it. Yes, I'm not. He said he's not going back to Nigeria. He's doing well in Texas. He said he's not going back to Nigeria. That they tricked him, pay millions. It's not good, Uncle Ben. Especially the way they are treating we diasporans. It's not good. It's not a good image. And they are talking about the video talking about trash of Nigeria. The video is right. I'm serious.
Thank you, sir.
When he's telling those Americans, don't go to my, he's right. Let's face facts. Look at this one. More than 500 diasporans. Do you think these people are stupid for them to have gone ahead? No, they know they have the legitimate document. It's a shock. They've gone to court. Now, it's not good. What is land? Who owns the land? Is it not God that owns land? Thank you, Uncle Ben. Thank you. I'm going to hang on here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Uncle Patrick. You said it all, sir. Nigerians in diaspora are going through a lot. We are not finding it easy abroad. We work our butts off to make this money, and then we say we want to take it back home. In my language, they will say "Ile ni abosimioko," meaning where you travel, now home, now be where you will come back and lay your back and rest. But with all this, when we were talking about foreign direct investment and the video said Nigeria is in shabush, people went for him. A lot of people went after and said, how could he say that? You know that Elijah on TVC? Elijah was like, why David go talk like that? Why are you Is this not demarketing Nigeria already? You are messing with Nigerian diasporas. A lot of them, when I listen to many of these people, like this woman talking right now, these are pure Americans. Forget that they have Nigerian heritage. And in America, whatever you do to any American, they will open their mouth and talk. The world is seeing it right now. And as much as I respect the president, this is some of the area where I want the president to step up and act real quick. Because these are the things that tarnish the image. So thank you, Uncle Patrick. Will you bring your money come Nigeria, you can't invest? Let me just go to Sister Natu before I begin para now. Sister Natu, welcome, man. How are you doing?
I sleep today, commercial bouncer for my body.
That's a good
I
one.
woke up, I feel like say cold one catch me. I say my drink medicine, sleep again. Since work no day.
Oh man.
But this thing is not funny, bro. And like you said, some people are cashing out on their retirement 401k.
Yep.
To do this investment because when they retire, they want to go back to the motherland. And that's why a lot of people are running to Ghana, where they know they are secured. And then Nigerians will be crying that Nigerians are not coming back home. This is the thing. You cannot be safe outside. You cannot not be safe outside and not be safe in your own house. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't add up. It really doesn't add up. You are owning a house because where you have your house is not safe. You are paying rent outside. I bet do that math, brother. I bet it's the mathing. It's not mathing. So I really felt for the woman, honestly speaking, but my own for diaspora is that even if that's why me and Kaduna will go buy land, build house, and no fish out, no fish. Even the Kaduna, you go build land for Kaduna, the hunter is the government made the everywhere is just not safe. But the thing there is that people need to do their due diligence, and due diligence like enhanced due diligence. I'm telling you that. Because look at this woman now that we're talking about. Let's say, okay, she's an engineer. That's her profession. That's what she's been doing. And maybe I'll go do due diligence. Say, I don't check. Say, oh, now what she they do with that? I'll invest with her. And this thing can happen. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So how careful can we be? Do you understand? So like you said, honestly, people need to step in and fix this thing because it's not a good reputation for Nigerians. Honestly speaking. And this thing will not make even other people that have been non-Nigerians but do their DNA and have Nigeria, they will not want to invest in Nigeria. They will not want to invest in Nigeria because they don't want to wake up one day and be like, say, "Oh boy, clear your account." Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, like when you were talking the other time, like I understood what you were saying when you were laughing. That's the only way not to cry or be frustrated. It's just to laugh because this thing, because we can relate to what these people are going through. It's just like us going back home to invest. You understand what I'm saying? Now, yes. Someone just content me say, "Now, where you buy, say so." The body goes surplus. Allah.
Thank you,
so
Sister.
It's not really funny, but we just hope the government will step in. And this thing that they are doing. One thing that I want Nigerians to know, especially our leaders, the world is a global village now. It's not before, like you do something and push it under the table and it's gone. You see this small camera that we have all over the place, all these camera phones. They are doing so many things the way court no fit do. They are doing justice that court cannot do. So you shoot small, some of the camera don't capture it. Before you know, it don't go viral. You can't even defend yourself. So it's not like before that they will say, don't say it. If you say you get in trouble. Once it don't go out on the internet, you can never get it back. If you like to delete every trace when you get for your phone, you don't let somebody's phone and somebody will bring it up one day. I remember when Erufai made a statement on Twitter, almost 6 years or 8 years before he became governor. That thing resurfaced after he became governor. That shit resurfaced. It resurfaced. So I just want to let Nigerians know that please don't be thinking that you are smart, you do nonsense or say something and come and say it's not like that. The world, the internet does not forget. And now we don't expose Nigeria anyhow. And it's not even funny.
No. There is one question I wanted to even ask Uncle Patrick and anybody that at least contribute to this one. Uncle Patrick, thank you for hanging in there. I wanted to ask you this question. It escaped my mind. While listening to that woman on the interview on TVC, the woman said that a woman that the house was about to be destroyed knelt before the minister and said, "Minister Biko, hey, this is my property." And then the minister asked her, "Which one is yours?" She pointed there and he's like, "Okay, leave that one alone." And then she, in her body language, is like, "Should I have to lay down for you to spare my property?" And she said the minister feel like she's being stubborn or something. And the minister directed the workers, or directed them from another part of Lagos to come down to that place where they are and destroy our own property. So this is my question, sir. Do you think it will have been wise for this woman, this CEO, to have just said, minister, please, Biko, and let her just lead down and beg the minister? And maybe all this would have gone away. Uncle Patrick, would you say that would have been a smart or wise move?
Uncle Ben, before you even answer the question, before you ask me that question, I've had a thought about that. You know, Nigeria, let me tell you, anything can happen.
Absolutely.
You know, I have a lot of friends that are doing Christians, spirit-filled. They are doing all kind of business. They are millionaires. They have money. They are in lucky. But when you look inwards, you say this thing is not right.
Right.
I could bet if you have money, you can get anything in Nigeria. Do you know somebody before you get your job? What you are doing right now, you don't have to know somebody.
Yeah.
I know there's an influence. You can get information through people, and you know, but the Nigeria, you can get anything with money. If a whole building could be full of more than 200 419 from different countries in Victoria Island that has been operating for more than 1 year, they just got busted by EFCC. Are you telling me people don't know? So that woman don't have to kneel down, Uncle Ben. You know, she doesn't have to kneel down. It's the truth. Anything can happen in Nigeria. It's people that you know. Where is Bobrisky? Is she in court? No. Is Bobrisky in court? She's in London after going through National Assembly. She video went there. How call your children? Where are they? Are they with EFCC now? Are they in prison? Uncle Ben, I beg. You should know Nigeria better. Don't be asking that question. Anything can go. If a Tinubu said they should stop, now they will stop immediately.
Thank you, sir.
The minister have said it's only God and Tinubu. I just gave you this. Where is Bobrisky? After that shot finish, Uncle Ben.
Bobrisky is schooling abroad.
They're abroad. Yeah. After now open years, waiting do am. You go just shout tire. I beg Uncle Ben.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. I have
Robert, real quick, right? What Nigerians need to come to understanding is that not everybody is a Nigerian that will decode that they have to come and kneel down and beg you. And that's why the issue of doing what is right comes into place. Do you understand? This one is these people's right. So that woman, what she's saying now is true, because that person went to beg and you say don't touch her house. That means that whatever demolition they're doing, there's either some sentiments attached to it, or they're just doing it. It's just not right.
Absolutely.
Do you understand? Because if you're sparing one person's house, why are the whole house around that area not spared? If that's what's right. So now one just show power. Person will kiss us now and I'm gonna let the person go. Do you understand? And especially someone that comes from America, they're not taught how to kiss ass. You get what is right for you. If you work for something, you get it.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Nato. Let me quickly move on to the other three people we have in the studio, and then we come back and look at another critical aspect of this conversation. Mr. Dio, can you contribute in like 1-2 minutes real quick? You've been in the studio for a while, sir. How are you doing? And you are muted, Mr. Dio. Can you hear me? I guess Nigeria network. Okay. Sister Grace. Sister Grace.
Good evening.
Let me ask you first, Sister Grace. I hope you no go buy land for that Ibejuleki side.
I haven't even got that kind of money to start with.
Mr. Dio, you are back now. Sorry, Sister Grace. Let Mr. Dio just go on first, then I'll come back to you. I think his mic was having something. Yeah,
Okay.
Mr. Dayo, what you want to say, sir?
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody that has contributed so far. And I want to say one thing for sure. I believe President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will use this particular case to redeem the Nigerian image. Remember, one of the campaign slogan was that he want Nigerian diaspora to come back home to come and invest. If these people land are not restored, he has completely lost diasporans forever. So if you don't allow that to happen, I'm so happy that this thing is on national TV. Everybody's hearing it, everybody's watching it. They're now waiting for the presidency to come and do something. And I'm sure we do the right thing. That's number one. Number two, for those people in the diaspora, if you want to buy land in the country, please, I beg you. I rather prefer that you agents that have already acquired the land and they are reselling it. Those ones seem to be much more reliable compared to you going to buy your own land afresh.
All right. Thank you, sir. I think you are still breaking, but we get your point. I'll come back to you, Mr. Dayo. I just quickly want to get to everybody first. Sister Grace, what do you want
Yes,
to?
yes, Uncle Ben. Actually, I came in when you started asking the question about the woman kneeling down for the minister. I just want to take it that I don't think it's about her kneeling down. There is more to it, right? When you first started, you talked about the president being careful because of who is who, the people he doesn't want to step on their toes and all that. The more our politicians keep protecting the interests of who is who, godfatherism and all that, for a woman to come and kneel down like that in public, there was a kind of already work done at the background. And they say, just go, show yourself, this is me. Okay? Even if this woman has come to kneel down, I don't think that would have solved the problem. And it's not everybody. And we're talking about doing the right thing, like Sister Natu said. At what point are we going to start doing the right thing? Why do I have to bribe you for what has been laid down? Everything is in place. There is a documentation. Why do I have to bribe you? It's not like if this woman said everybody that has a stake in this estate, let's do a little contribution and then we do it. It's not that they can't do it, but it is about the right thing. We have to start it from somewhere. If Tinubu really wanted to do the right thing, if they were not protecting someone, something, he can as well just come and say something and say, let's stick to the original plan, right? So it's not about a woman going there to kneel down. And it's about we start talking about doing the right thing. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, man. All right, Sister Rose. You started all this with Sister Rose. You are the one who is always looking for this Niger matter. You the research them every day. So, Sister Rose, what's your take so far, man?
Good afternoon. The reason that I'm into it is because, Ben, this is a country, fortunately or unfortunately, I'm connected to it because of my parents. I love my parents. I love growing up there, and it is a place that I want to return to. So I do. I ask these questions. I'm constantly asking. Now, the question you ask, my answer may surprise you. It may shock you. And you said, should the person beg? Would they? I don't know if I would kneel down, but should the person? Would I beg? I would, and let me tell you why. When in Rome, you do as the Romans do. I don't have any godfather. I don't get godfather for Nigeria. Then we're talking about a lot of money. I am not a delicate. I am not any of the rich people. I'm not the Madueke people. I'm a regular, everyday person that has my money. This is the way of Nigeria, which is one of the reasons I don't like the country. I wanted to get away from the country because you don't have the rights in America. In America, we can stand up and say, yes, I have rights. I'm going to tell you what I want to tell you. Nigeria is a totally different place. So would I beg? I don't know if I would kneel down. Oh, there was a skit, I think you sent it. It was on the VIP. And the guy said, why does Nigerians say sorry before they say anything? Why do they say sorry before they say anything? And he says, because everyone is it's a country of, you don't know who is going to blast you. You don't know who's going to anger you. Everybody wants to be called honorable when they're dishonorable, the slightest thing. So many times when you approach them, you say, Auntie, good afternoon. I beg, oh, please, oh, don't be annoyed, oh, don't be annoyed. You have to start with that because of the type of people you are dealing with. And who is going to help you? No one. If you yourself, Ben, are saying that even the president himself can't do nothing. If the man who has the highest authority in the land, supposedly, can't do nothing for you, what am I going to do? So as I said, I will do how I am in the country to survive. Should I do that? Absolutely not. I shouldn't have to do that. I did all the right things. And yes, we should take a stand. We should stand on stuff. But we've been standing and talking and shitting and nothing is happening and perhaps nothing will. Now, this has been exposed. Yes, but a whole lot of things have been exposed. Will it make a difference? And after all of that, you still lose what you have. This is heartbreaking. Look at the amount of money that these people put. They shouldn't have to do this, but this is the game you play when you come to these shores. When you come to that jungle, that zoo, this is the game you play. So should you have to beg? Absolutely not. But if I have to beg so that you leave my stuff alone, Ben, I no go do pride though. I beg, oh please, I beg. I want whatever you want. Short, I'm not doing anything immoral though. No, I'm not doing anything immoral. But if you want me to beg and be humid so that you leave my hard-earned stuff alone, unfortunately, that is what I will do.
Sister Rose, do you think if she had begged at that moment, she saw the other woman begging, that would have helped?
That's what Sister Rose is saying.
Lady Grace, I don't know. And what you're saying is correct. I did don't think I ignored what you said. I did take into consideration what you said. You're right. There might have been something going on, but because I grew up in Nigeria and I saw how things were, if that's what I don't know. I don't know. There's no, maybe it will work, maybe it won't work. But if that will make him leave my house alone, I go do him. I will just do it. Make I try that one. See if he will leave my property alone. I'm not saying it's right. Please don't misunderstand me. If I was in America, I wouldn't do that in America. In America, I know who to call. I know who to talk to. Advocates, lawyers. We don't have that in. All you have in Nigeria is Godfather. What did Bobrisky say? My Godfather. Godfather, maybe he will save you. And if you're a female, I don't need to tell you the stories I've heard, what it involves. Being a woman, having a godfather. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So
all right,
I will just beg you and hope it works.
All right. Sister Rose, your point is noted. And Sister Grace, I got your point. Honestly, it's crazy. I don't know why somebody have to beg on top their own millions of naira. I don't know, but you have a good point right there, Sister Rose, and Sister Grace is equally right. It's just a matter of
Ben, let me
what
just
go on, sir.
The said she has spoken to the minister several times. She even thanked him when he said he's not going to pass through their property. So the woman must have begged the minister several times. She said she has called her. She has even seen the president. So begging at that period may not. I get Sister Rose's point.
I think let me bring Mr. Dio into this conversation real quick, and then we'll move on to something else I wanted to ask. Mr. Dio, should that woman have begged the minister in order to spare all those properties or not?
You are muted, sir. Please unmute yourself.
I thought one man was coming in.
One man is preparing for his show. Unfortunately, he couldn't join us today. Mr. Dio, I can't hear you. You are muted. Oh, anyway, maybe you come back and join us. So one other area that I picked from that conversation that I want us to push. All right, sir. Okay, go ahead, sir. Do you think that woman should have begged? Say that again.
I think I'll go with Sister Rose on this. I will go with Sister Rose on this. Because the woman has invested a lot of money. If she does not beg, that house is as good as gone. See, in Nigeria, you have to forget something about dignity. This is a land that does not respect your rights. And even in Nigeria, as according to what David Farotimi said, Nigeria is not a country because we don't have any rights. It's so sad. You have rights in a country, but because we are in Nigeria, we don't have rights. Upon your money that you bought everything legally with documents and everything, somebody can still wake up tomorrow and say everything should be destroyed. And if you don't beg, except you have a godfather anyway, and you don't beg, everything will be destroyed. So we don't have laws. Not that we don't have laws, but we are not. That's why I like going with what they have said. One gentleman to me said that Nigeria is not a country because in a country citizens have rights, but Nigeria doesn't. We don't have rights, and it's correct. We don't have rights in Nigeria here. In America over there, in Europe, in all these advanced countries, you can stand up for your right and say, no, I pay for this, I did this, I did that. I've seen a place whereby even with your CFO, okay, the case that VDM was talking about in Abuja, about that ex-military man that died, that they wanted to now destroy the whole of the so-called estate, and what now came out. The man asked every document. And the government was still saying that, it was not the government, it was UK. That was it. They still want to go and destroy that place. Why? Because they can do it. Because they can do anything that they want. And I think it's Uncle Patrick that said that if you have money in Nigeria, you can get whatever you want. Somebody along that interview said that a man, a company gave them money, so they now reroute the road to pass through the land of these people. That's why they wanted to destroy it. See, anything can happen in Nigeria. I'm so sorry to even say that, but that's where we are now. But I want to believe that the president will use this to redeem Nigeria's image. Otherwise, diasporans will never contribute to Nigeria again, and to be sad, be very, very, very sad indeed.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very, very much. Sister Natu, should that woman have begged or not? I know what you will say already, but
No.
she shouldn't have begged.
No, so it's two things. That this thing is a whole lot complicated, and I just can't stand injustice. That's what the fact. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if you want to ask in all fairness, what is she begging for? Is it if what they are doing is right, why does she have to beg? That means everybody should go down. But if they're expecting her to beg because she didn't beg, they want to teach her. Listen, come on, God.
Let me say one last thing, please. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
You can help me with this proverb. Yes. This one they have done, like Brother you said. This one he has done to the diasporans. This will be the last one. I'm serious.
Yeah.
If the social media can blow it, Uncle Ben, maybe you see the tape of one place in Ojoju when they wanted to demolish the estate, and someone came, and someone could not do anything. They said order from above, from Abuja.
They can't.
Yes. So begging will not solve this issue. It's the truth. And she doesn't have to beg. I'm not saying she cannot beg. But
what's she begging for?
Change. Uncle Ben, I had one experience. I'm going to end with this. 1981, I was supposed to come to America as a student. My brother has gone. He came before me as a student. But when it was my time, they refused me visa. They said, I could remember the consular said, Patrick, you will not come back. You don't have enough ties. Even as a student. That was in 1981. Uncle Ben, My God bless my mom. My mom said, Patrick, do you want me to go to the gate? I'm going to cry at the embassy. To show love. I said, Mom, what do you mean? You don't have to go now. Even I went back. God bless my uncle. Sonny Okosin is my uncle.
Oh, wow.
He gave me a letter. Said I should go back. They still refused me. I got a letter from a congressman. I can't forget his name, Landon Walker. They still refused me at the embassy to show you how America is. So that thing even beat me before I was coming to America. But this place, these people are just principled people. So forget it. It's not by kneeling down. I just give an example of my mom because that is in us as Nigerians until you begin to beg. You know, understand? So, but what what they are doing to we diasporans, I'm fighting for us. It's not good because I'm going home soon. I don't want my building to be demolished. It doesn't make sense. But what people have suffered for, inside snow and everything, more than 500 people. Look at the huge amount of people. Uncle Ben, the president need to intervene.
I think so. Thank you, Uncle Patrick. And just like you just mentioned, the president need to intervene. I want to introduce the final discussion on this land issue, and I need you, my panelists, to help me make it make sense. My understanding of President Tinubu, I've been studying that man ever since he became Lagos State governor. And I've learned so much from him too. He's just like Trump. He's my Nigerian version of Trump. I'm studying Trump too, and I'm learning. One thing I know that Tinubu thrives on is loyalty. He appoints people who can do the job. Tinubu don't get involved in things. Have you ever heard him call out anybody directly or reply to anybody directly? He never did. He will hire people who are capable. People can represent him and do his wish rather. And this engineer Umadi is that perfect man for the job for Tinubu. Why am I bringing Tinubu into this conversation now? The reason is the map I'm showing you on my screen. I'm looking at the issue of settlement and favoritism, two issues right now. And we cannot understand the settlement and favoritism if we don't understand where Tinubu stands in this matter. And to understand where Tinubu stands, I'm not in his mind though. I'm just going by how I've seen this Baba operate in the past. And I love him for that, even though he's no good. But I'm a learner. So we can't understand how this goes if we don't know where Tinubu stands on this matter, and if we don't look at the project itself, what it represents. My purpose on this show is to just give people advice in my own small corner, but I bring advice with fact. Now, please, gentlemen, if you look at this map, this is the project right here. This is it. This is the coastal road that started everything. Here, this is Lekki, Lagos. You see all this place from Lekki going towards the right? That is where you have Aja, Ekpe, everything. And there are many other small towns and cities along this coastal area. Those small towns and cities are where many of these developers have worked with the indigenous of those areas, that they've sold the land to the developers, and the developers are now the one who in turn sold land to Nigerian investors in diaspora. You and I. Where am I going with this? The way I'm seeing this project as Omo Naija, as person who don't live for Lagos and understand Nigeria to some extent, this is one project that will never see the light of the day. It will never be completed. It's my own personal take. This project started from Lagos. It's going to run through Ogun State. If you look at the top of that map, from Ogun State, it will connect Ondo State. Ondo State, it will now go all the way to Delta. And then from Delta, it will move to Bayelsa, move to River State, connect Akwa Ibom, and finally, it will stop at Cross River. This is an elephant project. Mark my word. Especially my seniors, Uncle Patrick, you are supposed to understand where I'm going with this. Mr. Dayo, as well as my older sisters. If you really understand how Nigeria work, this project is an elephant project. This project is in place just to siphon money. That's my take, as a Nigerian. They just want to siphon money with this project. But in the heart of this project is the Lagos project that matters most to the president. The president is a good man, but he's a Lagosians first. And this project that you're looking at right now, the primary state that's going to benefit from this project massively is Lagos State. Lagos State is the epicenter in Nigeria. It's where the whole thing is happening. Forget Abuja. Abuja is just the power hub. Lagos State is the economic epicenter of Nigeria. So everything they are doing, they always figure a way to connect it to Lagos State. And this project, this particular project, it benefits Lagos State more than any other state. Now, maybe later, if they complete it, they will not complete it. Now, elephant project, in short. Later, maybe other state can benefit, but as it is right now, Lagos says it's going to benefit from this project. But then, this project to me is just like a mask. They use it to mask the original intention. From the way I've studied Baba, how Baba is operating, Baba is the type that he knows what he want to do in the next 10 years from today. And to achieve that goal, that objective that I want to attain 10 years from now, Baba will start making moves from now that nobody will see where that move is going. Until that 10 years comes, then you will finally say, oh, this is what he's trying to do. That is how he became president in the first place. When he supported Buhari, everybody was like, Tinubu, hey, he boosts Buhari, he bring Buhari. The Northerners loved him. Oh, yes, Ranka that day, he support our own. Baba did not support Buhari because he loved Buhari or loved Nigeria. Baba supported Buhari because Buhari is the stepping stone for him to become the president. He's a very good strategist. So why am I telling all this story? This coastal road is, I wish you better take qualifier now. It's like one big scam. I'm sorry to say, allegedly. It's like one huge scam. The real target is those lands alongside that route. Do you know how much they are selling land in Lekki, Aja? Especially now that Dangote refinery has started working. Those land are going for millions of millions. And when all these white people comes to Nigeria, they like to stay along the coastal area. You know, the white people, they like beach. So I said something in our show yesterday, or maybe today before yesterday, that Lagos State government, they are already preparing the state for the future to come, but people don't see it. So a lot of people have bought land around that Lekki. In fact, from the moment you enter that direction, once you leave Lagos Island and you are going through that direction, they have bought so many lands there. Pay a lot of money. And if you look at the people who really have the money, the financial willpower to buy land in those areas, these are people in the diaspora or rich, really huge big men in Nigeria. So this coastal road is just an excuse to reclaim many of those lands. How can you heard the woman now, and thank God the woman that is complaining, she's an engineer herself. You cannot plan this massive road and all of a sudden you just wake up one day and say, let's divide the road to follow this side. Is that how it works? It doesn't work like that. So from my understanding of how Lagos operate, I think they're just going to use this road to claim so many land. So I now wanted to ask, the settlement, Remember, this woman is not saying that they are not offering to settle them. They are offering to settle them. But they said they want their land. This land has nothing to do with this coastal road. Why all of a sudden is this land diverted to come and pass through where we have our property? So they are already willing to settle them. So my question now is, should they accept the settlement? That is number one. My second question, from all indication, there are people who are powerful at the top that want this land. And these people are somehow connected to the power that being in Nigeria. They want that land and they will have it. Remember that the same thing they are doing in Lagos right now, Wike is doing the same thing in Abuja. People might not see it. It's the same thing. People want to grab as much land as they can, especially these powerful people that are hidden. And mind you, the people who are really going after this land, they are not even politicians. They are the one who are sponsoring the politicians, the one who really have the money. The powerful ones, they are the one who are behind this project. So please, do you agree that there is favoritism going on here? That they just want to chase these people away? And after the dust have settled, that all these people have finally accepted that, okay, we have no choice, just give us our money back, and then that's it. Do we see that, mark my word, 5 years, 6 years from now, once they settle all these things, they will resell those land to those who are behind this thing? So my position is, this Lagos coastal line, whatever they are building, is an elephant project. It's fake. That project will never see the light of the day. And they are using it to claim people's land. So that is my take. So I'm going to start now asking each of my panelists. Thank you for staying with me. I will start with you, Uncle Patrick. One, do you agree that they should accept the settlement and forget the fact that they want this land? Because I've seen that woman already stressed out. Once they want your land, just collect money, they work out. There's nothing you can do. So what would you recommend, Uncle Patrick? And also, do you think they are somehow favoring some people, sir?
Uncle Ben, you've answered your question already. You know, I write some things down. The plan itself, the original gazetted alignment was since 2006. So, like we said, Baba knew. They knew where the coastal road is aligned to be. Uncle Ben, they knew already. Since 2006, the plan is there. So this issue of diversion is just a fake. It's just favoritism, Uncle Ben. Something that's been there 2006. The master plan is there.
Yep.
People don't even have to buy land there. Anybody that buys land there is just throwing it waste money, because they will come there and say, well, this is government road. We know of government roads. Even this canal, and where there is, what's it called? Power pole, power district. They say you are building house and they just demolish it. So these people knew. So Uncle Ben, these people that own the land, this engineer, they have no choice than to accept settlement. They're just wasting their time. There's no justice in Nigeria, you know.
Yes, sir.
Dele has said it already. And you know, you started with the book of Dele. So if they go to court, they're going to lose. There are some things I don't pray over. I don't pray over some things. You are just wasting your time. If they go to court, these people are going to lose. The court will only start them, take the money and go. Government, you know, yes. You know, I've had some experience in America too. I'm going to round up with this, Uncle Ben. You know, I was living when I came here. Normally, I don't have no credit. I started in an apartment. The people that owned the apartment, they said they wanted to fumigate the house. Before you know it, they just called me and said, well, I didn't give them room for them to come and do that. Before you know it, and I know the guy, I know the apartment manager. I want to say, Joe, you are my friend. Patrick, don't worry. Before you know it, they took me to court, Uncle Ben. Yes.
Like you like play?
Like play. Within 11 days, you know what the judge said? Say, Patrick, you are not owning the apartment. You are not owning. The owner of the apartment is they want to use their property in America.
Uncle Patrick, you don't make me laugh again. I don't want to laugh.
No, it was when I got to American court. Forget about Nigeria. I'm talking about American court. Go open my eye. Even the guests at the apartment office, they are the judge girlfriend in America. No, forget it. I'm not making this up. All those Baba will be judge. So what the judge just want, I said, you know, I was using my Nigerian sense. As I prayed, fasted. So this case must be won by Patrick. I'm not owing. Me and my wife go. I went and said, sir, can you tamper justice with mercy? You know, I have 2 little children. So and so. He said, Patrick, I understand. The apartment, they didn't say you are owing, but they want to use their property. They have the right to use their property. So I'm going to give you 2 weeks to vacate. Uncle Ben.
Oh my God.
I know it has never happened in America. I used 1 week to buy a house, do the foreclosure and everything. The way God did it.
Wow.
I stayed in a hotel with my family for 4 days. After credit, 1 week to buy a house in America. So these people, they are no. I've seen a lot. Let them take the settlement and just leave. Yes, because our money learner. Then that so Uncle Ben, let them. There's no doubt that they are doing favoritism. We don't even have to go there. This is Nigeria. Yes. So let them take that settlement. The woman, you said the woman is exhausted. She's not based in Nigeria. She's based in America, traveling. Who will be doing that?
I felt sorry for her. The stress is too much. The stress is too much, man. So if you look at my screen, that is the area we're talking about, the Lagos Coastal Road where they want to take it around. You see all these houses you are seeing now. Many of those houses we go. I'm telling you, when big money moves in, we see this here in America now. We say it all the time. That's why many American cities have downtown. Do you know how many houses, how many properties they have destroyed and rebuilt in many downtown? All this area in this particular route too, they will become downtown. And many of the lands you are looking at now, they have been sold already. Some of them, the owners, they will cry. But anyway, let's take the conversation to the next person. Thank you, Uncle Patrick. I don't want to laugh, but Uncle Patrick, they made me laugh. You know, there was a time during this presentation when I said that when you buy land for these areas in Lagos, you need 41 days fasting and prayer. After the 41 days fasting and prayer, you need all your documents to be intact. After your document is intact, you will now look for better babalawo, juju man. Or else, I sorry for you. You need 3 in 1. 3 in 1 for you to buy land and build, and even 10 years after you build the house, it's still not yours. Anything can still happen. So please, let me just quickly move on to Sister Grace. Thank you, Uncle Patrick. You will live long for us, sir. Sister Grace, should they accept the settlements, and do you believe that there is a power play going on here, that some people are being favored? Some people are actually the one who is trying to push those people who bought those property out of their rightfully paid for and owned property.
If you remember what I said earlier, I said it wasn't the woman kneeling down there that was just the solution to the problem. There was something happening that we didn't know nothing about. And now you have looked at it from a different angle. You have analyzed it from a different angle, which this woman, the owner of the place, might not even know. The only thing that will now make her to say, I can't drag, is for God to give her the understanding of what is happening behind the scene. because she might not actually know. She just saying, oh, we want to be here. She wouldn't even know that this project is not continuing. She wouldn't even know that they want to take the land in order for other people to possess it. She might not reason in that way. So if she eventually has the understanding of what is happening, like you just analyze it, I think the best way is to just get the money, accept the offer, and then have a peace. But the question is, will she understand it? Eventually, she might not even get nothing, because it's like a power tussle and she doesn't know who is behind it. She just seeing it like, I have bought it, everything is legal, we want to follow the legal route. But it doesn't happen in Nigeria. It's just for her to have the discernment, to have the understanding, to have an advisor, for somebody to show her the other aspect of what is going on. I doubt she will understand it. God will just give her the understanding. That's my own take on it, because I know that there's something really not right. It wasn't that woman begging and kneeling down there that was the solution. There was something that was happening, like I said before. She just
And
have to get the understanding. Yeah.
Yes, and there is one other thing when it comes to this settlement thing. I mentioned it during the intro of this show. If they are going to compensate them, they will only compensate them based on the original price that they acquired the land, not on the current valuation. That is a big.
It turns out to be what people will say: half bread is better than none.
This type of half bread is not worth it in Nigeria. I'll give you an example.
Exactly, because if you transfer your money, because I had some money and I needed to do something here. I'm like, if I have to transfer the money back to the UK, the exchange rate, by the time the money gets in here, it became useless. So what I've decided to do my own thing here. Anytime I have a need to give people money there, to do anything there, I just keep spending it over there, because you can't send the money back. It's useless.
It's useless. It's not worth it.
And like, if they want to use it to acquire another property, it can't even go anywhere. You understand? It's really frustrating. So, like you said, half bread is better than no. This kind of half bread is nothing to write to me about. So they're just going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. But if this is the case, that no matter how they push, they're not going to get it back, what will they do? But it's going to take an understanding for them to understand what is going on, for them to settle for the settlement.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Obviously, they are not going to get that land back, because in Nigeria, those people who are grabbing land, they are like evil. They are like evil spirit. Even both the rich and the poor among them, they are like evil spirit. Once they set their eyes on your stuff, they don't care. Those people want to grab that land. They have already finalized what they want to do anyway. Thank you.
That's why that country can never develop. This is it.
May God help us. If not, look at this road. You see how massive the road is? Do you think this is the type of road that you wake up overnight and say, we are diverting it to follow this side? No. They just want to use the road as an excuse to clear their land. So I think I would suggest maybe they should just bargain for higher compensation if they can push for that. But I don't think they can win that case of, oh, we want what belongs to us back. It's not going to happen. Thank you, Gary, my sister Grace. All right, Sister Rose. And by the way, there is this terminology. I don't know if you, my sisters and uncles, are familiar with it. You get the one where they read now, they call them IJGB. IJGB. The former term we were used to is JJC. You see, all these Nigerian diasporans that they are grabbing their land and they are speaking grammar, that they are blowing grammar. These people still don't understand the concept of JJC and IJGB. The people they are dealing with, they are looking at them like, oh, you JJC, you, I just got back. How collect the land now? Your land is gone. You know, because it will get to a point, they can even start to intimidate them with Agberu. That's why Agberu can never go away in Lagos. But Sister Rose, your take, settlement or no settlement? And do you agree that there is power play behind this. They really want to take that land from them, and nothing will happen.
There's definitely no doubt power play behind it. Definitely. I wouldn't even be surprised if some foreign entities, because as you said, where they even say that Africa, we don't even control Africa. So a country as very important as populous as Nigeria, which is it's converted into money. I would not be surprised if they there are some of the people who own or who are going to get that property. And you are very correct. That whole, I didn't really listen to a lot of the stuff because, Nigeria and their headache, but you're right. That whole coastal, whatever crap they're building is just a trickish way to get to land grab. No projects are hardly ever completed in Nigeria. And it's not these people's fault. They're not at fault, but a little bit of wisdom and erring on the side of caution has to be used. And let me explain. I'm not blaming them. It's not their fault. But you have to think, look at the aspects. We're talking about Lagos. Lagos of Nigeria. Waterfront property. The waterfront area. These are very, very critical areas. Unless you are part of Nigeria's ruling class, you're not going to tell me to get nothing from there. I'm not going. It's too risky. It's too, remember, look at the different aspects. Nigeria, you know what that country is: trickery, wild deceit, a populous country, profit, an oil producing country, water, that is considered a great resource. I wouldn't have delved in those areas. As too risky. They're not take the money. Take the money. You're not gonna win. You're wasting your time. It's too many powerful people. I wouldn't be surprised if the orange monster bought some property there for his grandkids. What would have been nice, what really would have been nice, is compensation and punitive damage. Pay for their pain and suffering. There's a kind of money that they would give these people. It would really alleviate any pain and distress. Because it happens. You see in America where people win cases and the amount of money they get is double. It would have been nice. In Nigeria, they have the money. It's not that they don't have the money. They got the money. It's no problem for them. But we're talking about a wicked set of human beings. But if they could compensate, because these people are suffering, they're in pain. I feel their pain and I feel very, very badly for them. If any of you monsters in that God-forsaken nation are listening and you have any ounce of decency, please compensate these people. You have the money. Every day you're going to weddings, spraying money, buying Lamborghini. It's a drop in the bucket for you. Give them more than the land. Compensate them so that whatever pain and agony and time, they can get that back. That's what I have to say.
Thank you, Sister Rose. Thank you, Sister Rose. Basically, people should just pray for them. The person I sorry for the most is the woman, the businesswoman, the woman who owns Win Homes. I just don't know how she's gonna deal with all the people she has promised. And people in diaspora, they take investment decisions based on trust. If you guarantee them that, don't worry, when you buy this, we protect it for you, you're gonna be okay. The government give us the CFO, you will pay. So that's why I feel sorry for that woman. Let me just go to Sister Natu as we're rounding up. I see my Baba. One man said, I disagree with you, Beno. I think Tinubu will build that road as his legacy project. Woman, I want to agree with you, but let me say this. Tinubu is good at planning, but Baba is not good at execution. Yes, I said what I said. He's very, very good in planning. He's a strategist. But when it comes to execution, Baba can't take it. Baba operates via proxy. That road, if they are going to construct that road, it's not going to be under Tinubu. Mark my word for this. You know why? If Baba wants to embezzle money, allegedly, Baba don't do it directly. Baba will bring somebody who's under his name. Whatever we go down, we go down. Check what he did in Lagos. In his time in Lagos, let's call it what it is, Baba did not have significant infrastructural project that he did in his administration. He did a couple of 1 or 2 or 3 here, but he actually have the plan and everything mapped out. But Baba didn't touch it because you can't get your share. You can't be the one to execute the project and you award it to yourself, to your own company. It's not done. But when you appoint someone else to be in charge and you are the Baba Isale, yes, whoever you tell the person, say, give this contract to this person, now ain't go do. You are supposed to understand where I'm going with this. So that's why I can stake my money on this one. The only part of this project that they are going to do while Baba is in office is that part that concerns Lagos. Mark my word, Baba. Look at it again. You see, from this Lekki area, can't reach this Ogun State boundary. That is the part they will do in that project. The rest money, let's not go there. But I'm just saying it. That's just my take. I've noticed this man for a long time. I've been monitoring him. Baba don't operate directly. He will get somebody in power and then use that person to work out whatever he want to do. And that's why you see Baba always they smile. When everybody they say, oh, Tinubu, he could just smile. He could tell you a lot for Kumbale. So one man, I don't think Tinubu is going to complete that project. He will only complete the part that are connected to Lagos, the one that are related to Lagos. Once they are done with that one, he go leave the remaining project for whoever to come after. And then, just like electricity issues in Nigeria, they will use this project, its money, for the next 50 years to come. Every government that come will say, oh, the Lagos Coastal Road, we are working on it. We have allocated 3 trillion naira to work on this project. You will never get to the end of it. So that's it. Sister Natu, I see Mr. Dayo is back. Sister Natu, your final take, man. What do you think about settlement and favoritism? Now, one man just divert my attention there small. Sister Natu, are you here? You are muted, Sister Natu. Sister Natu is gone. I guess she's at work. So, Mr. Dayo, your final take. Do you think those people should collect the settlement and call it a day? Hello, Mr. Dayo. Now my network, I've been on a network.
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So it's Mr.
Oh, brother,
Dayo.
sorry.
All right.
This side is here, so I moved away from my phone.
Oh, sorry.
I think I'm with Sister Rose. I'm with Sister Rose permission. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, there just has to be some kind of compensation, honestly speaking. I know it's not going to be what they want. So I just feel like it's better for them to just take the whatever compensation they will give them. And the government have to make it like juicy too for the people. Do you understand what I'm saying? To be able to redeem themselves.
Exactly.
But if they say that they don't want it, they should give them their land. These people, they might end up showing up one day and they'll just lose everything.
Yep.
Because Nigeria cannot be trusted.
Yep. All right. Mr. Dayo, your final take, sir.
Yes, sir. I think actually the either give them back their back the money, or they give them.
Hey. Oh,
Yes,
your network.
let me just. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
I was saying that, remember, of every coastal state, I think I cannot remember precisely. I think 500 meters or 1,000.
Away from the road. I think that's what you were gonna say. Oh, your network, they mess up, bros. Oh, Mr. Dayo. I'm so sorry. Network things. Anyway, we have to round up here. I think this has been a very interesting show. Let me just read through a couple of highlighted comments, and then we can call it a day. Now, don't help me well today. You guys have really
Present
helped.
government has already occupied about 90% of the land in that axis.
Okay.
So why will they want to now still like try to require what he has already gotten? Because he already owns about 90% of those lands. So that's why I'm not completely buying that idea that you are saying. Because on that coastal line alone, he has about 90% of the land. I mean, these are present governments. Now, but if they're going to do it, from what I've learned, I know that he has already awarded that contract to the friend of it from that Lagos to that Port Harcourt. The contract has been awarded, and I think even some money has been paid, if not fully paid. I don't know, but some money has been paid already for that project. So I think it may not necessarily be an elevator project, but yes, this may just extend its land grabbing to every other state along that coastal line. But as for Lagos State is done with already. Yes, majority of the land already. Now, for my people in the diaspora, I think they may either get their money or it can relocate them and give them a better place somewhere else. They can do that. He has the facility, he has the land, he has it. So I am hoping that he will use this to like.
Wait. When you say he has the land, who do you mean he has the land?
I mean the federal government, our president.
He doesn't have no land.
No, he has. Let me explain, sir. In Lagos, okay now. Let me tell you something, sir. In Lagos State now, if you are going from Obalende to Watermelon Bridge, where we normally have this Iluberi estate, do you know that they have pushed in the lagoon far inside, and they have claimed about some acres of land in that area?
You think, bro, they will not give these people any land?
No, I'm just saying that they can always ask land to give them if they want to. They can always give them better land. They have the land. See, Lagos.
Sir. Mr. Dayo, you live in Lagos, right?
Yes, I do.
Egbon, let's call a spade a spade. They will not give these people no land. I swear. The best bet is they can give them money. You know what land is like in Lagos, Egbon? You know now how expensive is land in Lagos. Lagos, I'll give you an example. Let me give you a quick example. In 2002, early 2002, a friend of mine dragged my boat to one area for Lagos. Say, me, we go buy land there. When I see the land, they were doing promo and all that. We check everything. It looks good. It was a realtor, a big company like that want to sell the land. We bought those land, each plot for 2.8 million. Just 2002. Do you know how much is a plot right there now? 30 million.
I can imagine.
I actually bought. Every time I'm just thinking, should I sell this land? Should I keep it? Should I take it? 2.8 million. That's what we bought it in 2002. And it's now 30 million. So nobody will give you no land in Lagos. Land is cocaine. And they don't even have that land in Lagos. We are talking about almost 500 people. 500 people. Almost 2-3 people. All right, go on, sir.
I have a similar experience. Let me explain. This one happens for my church. Okay, I will not mention the name of my church so that it does not become a public issue. We were having issue. We bought a land in a particular place inside Lagos itself. We are there, but our neighboring church, they wanted us out of the land, so they went and paid money to the state government. They did everything. They did. In fact, they actually resold our own land that we paid for. They resold it to another person. And the person now came with the backing of the government to come and evict us out of that land. A land that we have already built. They came, they demolished our church, everything. They came with the police, with everything. They wanted us out of that place. Do you know that somehow, one of our members linked us to this same President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and what judge was that the then governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, when we just call him up, and then he explained everything to him. He now said, okay, leave the church where they are. These persons that are paid, go and give him another land somewhere, and that's what the governor did. See, when authority comes, we are still on that land till today. They gave those people some other land somewhere, and they left us alone. They know what they are doing, my brother. They know what they
I
are doing.
understand you, my
Do that.
brother. But these
They
people,
do that, but I just feel that they don't go the other way, because if they say they will only give them their money, and as another person said, they should make it juicy. Maybe they invested about $250 million, or they should give them about $300 million as a compensation. Fine. However, if they don't do that, let them give them a better trust funds somewhere else that will be much more better than where they want it to be. Case settled. But either way, I'm sure they will not let this case pending like that. They want to redeem their own image, and they must settle them fairly well also. That's my take on it.
all right, I agree with you, sir, and that's a very valid point. The only one I don't agree with is that they will give 500 investors land in another place. Lagos, they don't have that land. That's just one thing. One thing I like about Lagos State and how they run their government, and we are seeing the same thing in Abuja now. They use propaganda a lot. What is not there, they will tell you is there. You will buy it.
Uncle Ben,
Yes, sir.
do you know what they call Atlantic City? Atlanta. Do you know that there was something like Atlantic? Yes, Atlantic City in Lagos. Do you know that there was something like Atlantic City maybe in about 20 years before now? But now
Yes.
it is there.
Because they
What they are
sound
doing,
feel it.
God bless you. They are still
They
in the business of
sound
sound feeling, and they're still acquiring more lands on that coastal
now,
line. So
now
they know that Lagos is already doing
those
so.
lands are more expensive, sir. Those Atlantic City lands are more expensive. That is not a place you want to use to replace the land that you grab at Aja. That's the point I'm trying to make. You know?
Along that Aja is feeling some place, you know, sir.
And even this Atlantic City you're talking about now, sir, do you know they still have some abandoned places there? The Lagos Free Trade Zone, or what they call that one, they've abandoned that now for a very long time. And besides, all those land that they are reclaiming and filling in Lagos, I'm sorry to say, I will not live in those kind of places. In this era of
in this that are living in Lekki to live, because all Lekki was transferred too. All parts of Lekki was transferred.
Bros, I get you. You are talking like a Lagosians right now. But we also saw what the Lekki looked like when it floods and it rains.
Oh,
you get me right?
Exactly my point.
So for me, everybody get their own choices. I like enjoyment and I don't want stress. I don't encourage people to buy property in certain places when you know the risks are high, just because they are hyping it. In Lagos, Lagosians live with hype. We can hype everything, it's our style. But please be warned. Be warned. And that is why anytime they hype anything and somebody come out and say something in the contrary, they can literally fight you to tomorrow. They just want you to accept it the way they paint it. It doesn't work like that. Lagos has no land. The land that they are having right now, all those ones they are is not for ordinary people. Even you in diaspora, you don't have the money to buy those land. People like Dangote, those are the ones that can buy.
That was what I said. They either give them back their money or they give them a better land. What definition of better land do you need than somewhere like that?
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you, Sister Marriott. See what Sister Marriott say here. Because if you really understood how Lagos State works and the geography of Lagos State, you go not say now Bobo now that is said for a lot of people. You know? Eco Atlantic is why Alpha Beach area is gone. Many homes lost. The color is from Lagos. Egmont is from Lagos. You see all this. Nigeria don't even know what climate change looks like yet. You see all those flooding that is flooding Lagos. Anytime rainfall and everything, everywhere is flooded. I feel so sorry for some people. May God not let us see. Some area will submerge one day. It will not happen in Jesus' name. Is there. We can see it with our naked eyes. That this thing where they come. Look at all these other countries where they're having all these form of natural disasters. Many of them don't they happen over the years that they overlook them until the day the land or the water will say, you know what, I've had enough. That land that they are digging, the some feeling. When they pull, they fill one area. You know that land is being taken away from another area, right? And that area, when they pull that land, so the land will move back to close up that place. I beg, I'm just saying my own. I love Lagos. So Lagos is still my second home till tomorrow. But if you really know how to work,
What does Salo do? Let me explain, sir. They are going inside the sea to dig up sand, bring it back on land, and then use it to fill from the shore of the sea inside. So it's not as if they are digging the water. I mean, the sand from inside the town. No, they are going inside the sea.
Brother, I get you, sir. You are just saying what they told you guys. Look, some of the things I'm saying here, if I really want to play the tribal thing, I won't mention it. I will just play along. But it's not my thing to deceive people. And thank God, a lot of people might listen to this who know what's up. They will tell you, Lagos State is a state run with propaganda. The good thing about Lagos State is that they have good governors that delivers on major promises. So you can't really tell if there is propaganda going on because it will look, oh, they do it. But listen, when it comes to this land thing, Bobo not tough for many people. Honestly speaking, that land, there are some feelings. Forget the story. Did you know that right now, if you are building house in Lagos and you want to get your gravel, your sand, everything, they are getting majority of them from Ogun State. Lagos State don't have any of those land. It's just that Lagos State is blessed with visionary leaders. And that's why a lot of credit go to President Tinubu. He's a very visionary leader that knows that some things are possible. If you have money and if you spend this money right, you can attain some things. That's just what's going on. Lagos is the smallest of all the states in Nigeria. We all know it. Lagos State was just blessed that when the colonial masters, when they brought their ship, Lagos is one of the places they choose to bet, and it become mandatory for them to construct that railway from north to go and land in Lagos port. And Lagos happened to be lucky enough to be the former Federal Capital Territory. That is just it. Lagos, they don't have land. But you have to give them credit. They manage the little they have effectively. And that is where the rest of the governors in Nigeria, they are lacking. So for me, nothing anybody feel tell me. Right now, with all the amount of lands that have been sold in Lagos, if you are buying land anywhere, unless you are actually buying from Ogun State, because Lagos State have infiltrated into Ogun State now, you are buying some property, you will think, oh, this property that I'm buying is in Lagos. It's a lie. You are actually buying that property in Ogun State. But because it shares boundaries with Lagos and they both states has kind of infused into each other along borderline, you won't know. You will just say, a lot of people who claim, I mean, they are not in Lagos. They're actually in Ogun State. Lagos State don't have land. Please. The land they have in Lagos now is a land somebody has bought and built upon it, and then because you have this huge money, you can buy the house, buy the land, and then reconstruct stuff there. If you look at Lagos Island, for instance, it's like 15, 20 years ago, many of those high-rise buildings you see there now, they are not there before. It is all these banks, all these huge corporations that come and buy a whole building and then destroy the whole thing and rebuild it. So please, if you want to buy land in Lagos, shine your eye, yo. Especially you that you are in abroad, you that you only go to Nigeria maybe once a year or once in 5 years or once in 4 or 3 years. If you listen to those realtors in Nigeria, you go just squander your money. They have sweet mouth. This our land is authentic. He has governor's seal. He has governor's stamp. Even governor's peace, he did on top. Governor's sheet, he did one side. Don't worry. Governor, don't take his sweat, rub this document. Nothing can ever touch it. When they won't come collect that thing, now that time you gonna say all those papers when they give you, now just was being trash material. So please, may God protect all these people. Thank God for, and thank you everybody that helped me make this make sense. Any final word as we round up here? This has been a very long show, but I enjoy it because we learn. This issue of they are destroying houses and everything is rampant in Lagos. And when you see some of these people crying, you will feel for them. Many houses have been destroyed in Lagos. Don't get me wrong. I am not blaming Lagos state government for any of those destruction. No. The only area I blame them is that somebody approved those plans and it's from the state. Like those houses they are building on top Canaan and every other thing, somebody approved the plans. How come nobody is going to jail? That is where I blame the state. But many of those people that are losing their houses do. Some of them we know that this place is not for sale. Some of them we know that now in Nigeria you go see people build house under high tension. I never see where people they craze before. In Lagos, you know that high tension line that take electricity to another state. People will just say, okay, just there, let us just shift small. Maybe we just give them just like 3 feet or 4 feet. And line if that wire cut, if it come down, you know go reach it. Maybe we start to the build from here. Why you were supposed to be several feet away from that power tension? Now lie. They build everywhere in Lagos. You will see some canals that I remember. I grew up in Orile Igamu. There is this big canal closer to where we live as at that time. Did you know that the last time when I went to Nigeria and I went to Orile, that canal don't close? Jesus Christ. Very big canal. The canal don't close. They don't sell freelance for side. They build. So the canal don't, big canal don't become narrow canal. So please. And I'm glad maybe people I said I don't go destroy some of those houses and open the place up. So sometimes when you see all these things on social media and they were saying, oh, it's Lagos State, they are destroying people property, they are destroying Igbo property, they are destroying. It's a lie. Some people buy where they are not supposed to buy. Some people build where they are not supposed to build. It's just what it is. Lagos State don't have land. And when they are advertising this land, when they advertise Lagos land, they are not advertising it for you that you are working salary job. They are advertising those land for people that can buy a whole building, destroy them and rebuild it. That is why the Igbo people build many places in Lagos. I'm sorry. Because some Igbo men, they are very, very rich. They are the type that will look at a whole upstairs. You know, some of them, their parents don't die. And they will just say, how we go do this property now? Where Baba don't die? May we sell them. So they will sell it to Omoibo. Omoibo will destroy the whole property, the whole building down. And then he will build another powerful house on top. All right. The lesson today, let me just take your final take as I'm leaving. So, Mr. Uncle Patrick, any final words, sir?
Uncle Ben, you have said right. There's no land in Lagos. You know, even the land Dangote built his refinery. You know, he paid millions of dollars, and they just gave the indigenes peanuts. So the people are mad right now. Lagos State deceived them by just giving them peanuts. It was when Dangote opened up how much he paid in millions of dollars. People opened their mouth. All the ships say, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Even Ashimolowo lost millions of naira of dollars on land. So land for Lagos, not be my mind. Well, thank you for enlightening us, even those of us in diaspora, Uncle Ben.
Thank you, sir.
And thank
Thank
you
you,
for
sir.
the contribution I've really learned. That's why I stayed to learn from people. We should be very
Uncle
careful.
Patrick, we are always
Yes.
learning from you, sir.
No, you know what bothers me? My last word is you cannot even say this is authentic. You know, Uncle Ben, anything can happen. It's not as if you can see this case now. This is a very serious case. The woman with all due diligence they did. They met with the governor, they assured them they have to look at what happened. So I beg Nigeria, we should just our integrity matters. I
Yes,
don't
sir.
what I'm afraid of, the way we'll be pushing away investors. That's another thing. And people don't want to go home again. And say, "Nah." I have a lot of people that say, well, they forget about Nigeria. They're doing very well here, Uncle Ben. Very
Yes, sir.
well here. You don't want to go home. You said retire when you are every that's your phone, call your money, you took it to Nigeria. Now go and get hypertension. I can't. No, we don't want to die prematurely. God
Abio.
bless you, Ben. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you, Uncle Patrick. God bless you. Thank you for honoring us once again. Eshegon. All right, Sister Grace. My Sister Grace. Because I know say all this while I don't tire you, Sister Grace, but we still want to get your last take, ma. What is your final take as we are leaving, ma? Hello, Sister Grace. Hey, I've been a network. Okay, you are muted, ma. Sister Grace, you are muted. Oh wow. All right. I can hear Sister Grace. Let me go to Sister Rose. Sister Rose, any final take?
The final thing that I would say, I think you said it all. I think there has to be, so the diasporans and the Americans, proceed with caution. Nigeria is a very unregulated market. There's no law and order. You said something as a joke, but it's the truth. When you're dealing with Nigeria, fast and pray. Fast. No, seriously, because law and order doesn't work there. So you need divine intervention. Fast and pray. Ask God to give you wisdom in dealing with that place, because no one is going to compensate you. And again, it's not their fault. They didn't do anything wrong, but a little bit of common sense has to be put in this. We're talking about Lagos. We're talking about, they would call that water property. Most of the time, that type of land, that particular area, someone said they called it prime real estate. Call it eminent domain. Places like that, in very crucial places, it's usually for the oligarchs. The top, the Dangotes, the Adelekes of the world is very, very risky. It's very, very risky. Another this is a suggestion. I don't know if we should say it here, but it has to do with what we discussed earlier. We had talked about something. We're talking about people who work in these companies, Indian companies. And I think something about they were working so many hours, and Sibi said they're working under really bad conditions. Remember, you said when you were talking about Martin Luther King, and you were saying that if we can't fight, we can't use violence. I think we can, because I've seen history do it. But I get your point about the backlash. But you said we have to talk. I think, Ben, just a suggestion. We don't have to do it. I'm only bringing it up because it was something discussed earlier. I think the issue of these companies coming to abuse Nigerians and making them work these endless hours and making them work under dangerous compensation conditions, throwing them away with no compensation, that really needs to be addressed. That really needs to be the forefront, because if we don't say anything about it and no one says anything about it, it will continue. And this is why the likes of VDM I like, because people got to open their mouth and talk. If no one talks, it continues. So I think that's something that can be tackled. But finally, very important, to the diasporans, to the Black Americans, to the people who don't have experience. And people are not gonna like what I say, but I'm being truthful. Stop falling for the back to Africa mess. I get that you want to come back to the motherland. I get it. Stop falling for the back to Africa mess. It's a lot of scam. It's not the dream. And if you want to come here, you have to live here. You have to stay for some time, study the environment. Otherwise, you will be scammed, and there's going to be a lot of horror stories. You see this one? Everyone is coming home to find their Nigerian prince. Ben, mark my words. What is today? Let me look. The 20th. Mark my words. You will start hearing horror stories. I'm not wishing anybody any bad luck, but we have to be wise. That's all I have to say.
That's a different conversation, though. So, but I get you. I get the part of, hey, I want to go back. I want to go back. You can go back, do your due diligence, like Sister Rose said. Make sure you spend time to understand the environment, or else you're going to learn. You're going to learn the hard way. So thank you, Sister Rose. Thank you very much for coming.
Sorry, Uncle Ben. I kind of logged myself out by mistake when you were trying to talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear your final take, man. That's all, because we are rounding up.
It just for like Sister Rose said, people should just be very careful. But looking at these people who actually invested in this estate, I think they were actually careful enough. They probably thought they were investing into a real thing. It's really difficult to know what is actually the right thing to do back in Nigeria, especially now that there is no system, nothing seems to be working. It's really, really difficult. My brother was almost a victim. He built this house around Arikpo. You know where Arikpo is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Before he relocated to America. And eventually all this Omoile, there was a lot of fight and all that. What he just did was to quietly settle with them, get some money and left the building.
Yeah.
So otherwise he would have just like, everything would have gone. So that is Nigeria. It's difficult to know what you want to do in that country. So people should be really very careful. And no matter how careful you are, I really don't know. Like I want to assume that these people thought they were careful. Yeah. So people should be really careful before they invest. There are people who are even giving money to their own blood brothers and sisters after working there, and by the time they get there, there is nothing to account for. Or in fact, it's a very messy system. I really don't know.
Sister Grace, maybe we don't even go there at all. We don't go come over here if we go that side. That embezzling money. Thank you, my Sister Grace. Thank you. God bless you very much. I really appreciate your time here. Thank you. All right. As we are leaving now, let me just I know this is a very serious topic today. We don't even laugh too much. So let me ask you guys. Why do you think Nigerians always apologize before they say something? Sister Rose and Sisi, you get some video where they go there interested in, you go just laugh the way they play around the video. Let me show you this. So as we are leaving, that's my final question to everybody. Why do you think Nigerians usually say, I'm sorry, I want to say something, or please don't be offended? Why do you think they say that? All right. In case you are still thinking about the answer, take a listen to this, my funny brother here.
Sorry before asking any question. Pay attention. Do you know why Nigerians like saying sorry before asking a question? You see, the reason why Nigerians like saying sorry before asking a question is because in that country, everybody is angry. So you have to apologize for their anger in advance before making inquiries. I want problems always. Do you know why Nigerians like saying sorry before asking any question? Pay attention. Do you know why Nigerians like saying sorry before asking a question? You see, the reason why Nigerians like saying sorry before asking a question is because in that country, everybody is angry. So you have to apologize for their anger in advance before making inquiries.
Do you agree with this guy or not? Please, if you agree with him, drop 1 in the chat. If you disagree, drop 2. As for me, I agree with him 1000%. In Nigeria, everybody is angry. If you are either angry at the government, or you are angry at your boss at work, you are mad at your fellow neighbors, you are mad at everybody. So that's why when we want to talk, and we are very bold. We are very bold and loud. We're still going to say our mind anyway. So for you not to provoke, that's why we're going to say, no vessel. I'm sorry, I want to say something. Thank you very much, everybody. This is a very interesting show. I really enjoyed myself, and I do believe that you too, you have enjoyed yourself. Thank you to all my panelists, Uncle Patrick, Mr. Dayo, Sister Grace, Sister Natu, Sister Rose, my co-host Simbi. I appreciate everybody and those in the comment. Man, people plenty today, so I can't even remember everybody, but this has been a very interesting show. If you have time to rewatch it, enjoy everything, but I'm still going to split it off and repost them so that people can catch up each of the segment. My name is Benuru, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye for now.
Welcome to the African Podcast, your go-to destination for infotainment, trending updates, and thought-provoking social commentary. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, hit that thumbs up button, and get ready to join the conversation.
I go to shine for frontier. God don't bless me with good luck, oh. See me the rise every dawn, enemies go on, make I fall, but God they carry me good. Faith is strong, I know good dog. Hallelujah, the echo loud. 2025 now, my breakthrough now. No shaking, I go shout, I'm proud. Now my year, I go testify now. Storms go come, but I go stand. God take my side, I no go fear. Blessings, they like grains of sand. With him around that day, yeah. Hallelujah, they echo loud. 2025, now my breakthrough now. No shaking, I go shout, I'm proud. Now my year, I go testify now. Storms go come, but I go stand.